All righty. We are live interviews with everyday people featuring, I don't know what I'm doing there with the interviews.
Right on time.
Generation X.
How about that?
I'm actually not wearing a wrestling shirt tonight. But here we are, Tornado Attack Podcast episode, whatever we're at now.
We're at number 8.
7, 8, I don't remember. We're not keeping track of episodes numbers anymore because we're beyond that. We're going to have a pretty cool show tonight. We're going to talk about some local independent scene wrestling. We're going to talk about Fastlane, and we're going to talk about the road to WrestleMania,
which we have exclusively been on.
Yes, we have been on. We pointed at the sign. I mean,
we were under the sign. If the sign would have fell, we were dead.
Yeah. We pointed at it, so that means we're part of WrestleMania, I think, right? That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
It was a good time.
Was it Austin on the phone?
Yeah.
Her voice come out.
Yep.
Andy wasn't there, but he got a chant during it.
Hello.
Andy was featured on. Andy was featured on 205 Live.
Yeah.
Some poor
Like I like to
guy
tell.
who worked his ass off to get a call up to get a promotion during 205 Live.
Colby Carino, who's that true wrestler?
Carino's son.
Colby got he's like, oh sweet, I'm gonna wrestle for my hometown, and some other guy got a chant for him. We did. In fairness, we did chant Colby.
Yeah, we tried. It didn't work. Andy Header went a lot better.
Andy's Header's chant came off the tongue a lot.
As I joked first and last time, my name.
Hey Alexis, welcome to the chat. Alexis, our fan page girl. She's been killing it. Thank you. Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, Header usually comes off the tongue pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was just so funny because I went back and watched 205 Live, and all I hear is, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like,
now, did you see yourself at the end right next to me cheering? You're just like staring into space.
I see at one point, like when it was going like the aerial view, that you stood up and you were like, and like Tony was like this, and you were like, ooh. I saw that.
I mean, we got to get the t-shirts on there somehow. Like those spots do not come easy to just get your merchandise and your product out.
But still, nevertheless, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself.
Yeah. Can someone pull up the PPW card?
I was at a house show there before last year. It was actually the day before it was the Friday night before Royal Rumble.
Oh dang!
We got tickets because we knew somebody.
Yes, we might as well start off with the breaking news out of the PPW show that broke this afternoon.
Yeah. Why don't you talk about that? That's not really loud.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed personally because I wanted to meet her in the worst way, but Celeste Bonin, formerly known as Caitlyn of the WWE, will not be appearing at PPW this weekend.
I heard she's afraid of Andy Header.
That's a good possibility.
I heard she's ducking him.
There's a 75% chance I would have been involved somehow with her.
But on the fly, somehow, someway, PPW has found a very susceptible replacement in Mercedes Martinez.
Okay.
Yeah, so the match will be better. Nothing against Caitlyn, but Mercedes Martinez, much better wrestler than Caitlyn. So.
Yeah.
Not to talk trash, but
So are you gonna see like more technical stuff?
She was in the
Mae
Young last year and this year. Caitlyn was in this year too.
If I had a
Mercedes Martinez was in the final 8 both years.
Yeah. It's funny they didn't sign her because she's really good.
The only and this doesn't come off as a complaint, but the only thing I think that they should do more of, and this is not just with PPW, I think even Outbreak can update us a little bit. Let's see a little more women's matches.
There's like no girls in Outbreak.
There's none.
Izzy, and that's it.
Yeah, there's no girls in Outbreak or really PPW. They don't really showcase them.
I mean,
much.
they had Riley Crow for one show, and she very explicitly said, "I don't want to work with Izzy." So,
well, Izzy's new, so but I mean,
But PPW also announced for their next show who is going to be the very big guest. I'm up in the air about it. I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh my god!
Yes,
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
go ahead, show the camera. We are bringing in the Disco Inferno.
That looked like shit. I'll never do that again.
Oh.
Yeah, but a lot of these the local independents, the lack of girls because there just isn't girls in the area. I mean, there's some, and to bring them in, it might not pay. Like
Alexis is gonna work when she gets older. She's gonna jump into business. Yeah,
but it's like
we're gonna have Alexis shirts.
What they charge, it might not be worth the book on the show. So it's limited females in the area. There's one training. Oh, she wrestled some shows in Backbreakers that we do.
So is that what they said? There's going to be a surprise announcement for the next show, and that was it.
I'm assuming.
Well, no, that's the Super Show. That's in April.
Because they said
that's like their big show.
They said somebody else.
WrestleMania.
I made a joke and I put Enzo.
I put
Enzo. Yo, so all right, let's talk wrestling.
I don't think Disco is going to be their big main star.
Okay.
Usually they get 3 people. And for the Super Show, they're probably getting
one
more.
female and 2 big males.
I don't think this
So
goes.
I watched the Enzo Amore interview. Now, regardless of what you may think of him as a person, I understand maybe he didn't take the business seriously or he wasn't the greatest in the ring, but I feel he was getting better in the ring. I think going to 205 Live let him grow more and get him better as a superstar. I think when it came to the mic and as an entertainment factor, the guy was a home run. He was awesome in that aspect.
Should have been a manager, I think.
Yeah. I think
He
over
basically
time
was managing Big Cass.
Yeah.
I think over time he could have been a decent wrestler. Not a great wrestler, but a
He
decent
would have
wrestler.
been all right, but it's just like
I just
manager.
But I think
because you think, look, they have Leo Rush as a manager. He's really good.
Yeah, I think
It's like-
just was.
Leo Rush at 23 is probably one of the best gifted guys under 6 foot in the world.
And I just think he was kind of let go on bum terms, and I just think he deserves an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like he was let go on some bum terms.
Well, I don't think it was just the rape thing.
Yeah,
I think it was him just being a dickhead backstage.
He was a dick backstage, and he probably didn't have much to offer when it came to the ring. He was just a microphone piece.
So I think he kind of put himself in that. Aside from I think he was already on the way out before that whole rape thing, which he didn't do. By the way, that girl was nuts. So.
Yeah, so it just bums me out. I was a fan of Enzo. I enjoyed his shticks, and he'll still go down as one of my favorites of all time. Like he was just funny, man. He's funny. Like. He was hilarious. I'm an Enzo guy.
Oh boy.
I'm an Enzo guy. I don't care what it says. Make fun of me. I don't care. How you doing?
I gotta say,
cup of taters.
I didn't care for him.
What do we have over here?
I don't even care for Big Cass, and I don't really care for Carmella.
I wasn't a Big Cass guy. I mean,
Cass had all the ability in the world as well to be one of the next better big men in wrestling, and
he could have been another.
He pissed it away.
He knew he had 3 moves.
He wasn't that good.
Yeah,
that push that he had right after Enzo got hurt was actually kind of entertaining. When he was in that one fatal 4-way match, I actually thought they were doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, when they first did,
and then he tore his ACL, then he copped an attitude, and bye.
Yeah.
I think he thought he was.
And he was stalking Carmella.
Yeah, I think he thought he was bigger than when he was.
He was like, "Yo, Corey Graves, step off."
Apparently, Corey Graves took full advantage of that one because his wife put it all over social media.
I wish he would have been with Mandy.
Well, here's the thing.
For storyline purposes.
For storyline purposes. Well, from what I don't think he put out, but I think someone close to the situation put out that he's been working on separation with his wife for a while.
Yeah, it was like 3 months.
It wasn't like he left his wife for Carmella and he was secretly going behind her back.
Yeah, it wasn't Bray Wyatt.
I guess there was some issues going on with their marriage. He didn't like some of the things that were going down, and you're on the road with somebody and you're going through marital issues. I can see how it happens.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Corey was funny. You know what I'm saying? How do you turn her down?
Don't go there again.
Mella's money.
Yeah.
Mella is money. She's awesome. I love Mella.
Body 10, face 6.
Maybe
her face is good. The only problem is she's got some big ears.
Yeah, she does. I think, and she got a real big forehead, so she should have bangs or comb her hair.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind the forehead.
I mean,
she's got some
the shrieking banshee voice.
I like it.
I don't mind that.
I think that's funny.
Sure.
Like a
callback to
It's
a callback to King Kong Bundy. She has a 5 head.
Yeah,
your dad was was feeling out.
All you got to do, bangs. Problem solved.
Yeah. And then we don't have much crazy news going on, I feel like, really, unless I'm missing stuff and I'm just out of it. But the only other big news is Rhonda did a shoot interview, which I think is a complete work, and I think the people who are getting upset about it are buying into the work.
It's a work shoot, but it's one that nobody wins, because if you say your opponent's fake and they do nothing, so if you beat somebody that's fake who's a nobody, what do you get out of that? Well, you beat the nobody.
Yeah.
But if you beat someone that's good, now I'm even better.
Yeah, I think she's trying. I think she's trying to push the MMA over wrestling, but she's still I honestly, truly feel she doesn't feel what she said, or she wouldn't show up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Plus, it's like, okay, if she's real and everything else, that means everything else is fake.
Yeah.
So why should we watch
as a wrestling fan, if you're really upset or mad at Rhonda that she did that, you are a mark. Like you're if you think Vince didn't approve that, you're crazy.
Yeah, but to defend and play devil's advocate, look at Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler came from MMA, and she doesn't have to resort to that low of a heat level.
She's able to just perform. Very good in the ring too.
The
Shayna Blazer. Here's the difference between a Shayna and a Ronda. Ronda was the most sought after and talked about women's athlete on the planet. Shayna Blazer was a good MMA star, but she wasn't even close to the level of Ronda. She was the girl that hung out with Ronda. She was the girl from The Ultimate Fighter. She was the girl who her last fight against Betch Correia got smoked. So it's really apples and oranges. You know, Shayna was able to come in and develop and become something where Ronda came in as Ronda. You know what I mean? She had to come in.
Shayna did indies and she's been training longer.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Ronda's doing pretty good.
Shayna
for what she's doing.
It.
Yeah,
Ronda just doesn't care.
She's trying. I don't think she doesn't care. I think she realizes that she's probably
she wants to do good.
Yeah, she wants to do good. She wants to be a Flash. I think realistically,
when she does her promos and she talks like this and it's too fast, it's like slow down, Ronda.
Yeah, I mean, right now I consider her to be the female John Cena with the 5 moves of doom.
No, because she pulls out new foods like she did the Rana, the top and everything.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with Ronda. Those 5 moves, she does very well. When she rips you, when she does that judo throw and rips you down.
I think her Piper's Pit looks a little awkward.
Yeah, I think she needs, like how you're saying, I think she, not only does she rush her promos, I think she's a million miles a minute in the cage.
Yeah.
And when she finally started throwing some punches and knees at Becky, she smoked Becky with that one knee. That landed.
That's probably when she was beating her with the crutch and said last minute.
And the cool thing is that behind the scenes is a lot of people don't realize is like when Becky came out and hit her with the crutch, Ronda told her backstage, light me up with that thing. Like, hit me with it.
Yeah, make it more real.
Like, regardless if you hate her or you hate that promo, that's gonna be the first women's headlining match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. There's the thing with the promo though, like if
she needs to work on it.
Yeah, but that promo I thought was cringy with too much cursing.
Yeah.
And another thing, if you're watching Avengers, you don't want Captain America coming to say like, this ain't Captain America talking, this is Chris Evans.
Yeah.
And Josh Brolin, you're going down.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I agree. 100%. It was weird, but it wasn't horrible.
This is
also like
real.
another thing when it comes to in-ring, like her like face and her mannerisms are just so uncomfortable to watch. Like that's like part of like the whole package, and it's just not there.
Yeah. All right. Here's the devil's advocate.
But that comes in time.
Who do you think's facial expressions are worse to watch in a ring as a female, her or Toni Storm? Toni Storms are atrocious.
Really?
Oh my gosh, she looks like, for how attractive she is. Her facial expressions in the ring, like when she's selling stuff, she's like her buck teeth show, and she's like,
kind of like she's constipated.
You know who was really good, but she sucks? Lana. Her face, like her facials were great.
Yeah,
she's not that good in the ring.
No, she's
Lana's facials.
Yeah,
that's a good.
Lucip says that too.
Yeah. By the way, why is your prized possession not on camera?
That's not the autographed one.
Oh,
yeah, that one's upstairs. That one's upstairs. Actually, no, Ben, go take a. It's up in the middle room. Go knock on the door and tell her it's literally right on top of my desk. I told her I would talk about it and show it off this episode.
Okay,
thank you.
Now, did you sleep with it that night? Like just snuggle with it?
I did not.
Oh my.
So all right, let's talk about that real quick since it's here. And then it'll segue when Ben walks in. But anyway, the Ronda's promo. Yeah. Ronda's promo. You know, it needs work. But here's the only thing I have that's gonna. I mean, Ronda's dropping that title. If she doesn't, it's crazy. I don't know how they did. But if the rumors are true that she's gonna go away and have a family, then good for her. She deserves it. Let her disappear for a little bit. Let her calm down. Let the other girls of her stable get better. And then when she has her kid, and then it all subsides a year and a half, maybe 2 years later, and the other half of that team is good, you let her go out. Maybe even Becky and Charlotte say, "Hey, she's the baddest woman on the planet. The only way we're beating her is if we jump her," and they just haul off on her, and then she comes back. "It took 2 of you bitches to beat me. Now I'm coming back with my squad." And then you do the what you wanted the entire time. Was the horsewoman?
Yeah.
It's a good build, and then you're letting her leave a monster like a Lesnar, and you're letting her leave a heel that comes back, and then you have your team versus her team. You know what I mean? I think it's a good move. So anyway, does anyone have any objections, question, anything to add to that before we move on?
So basically, what you said was have Ronda get out the 4 horsewomen, and
because Shayna's such a good heel, and they're
yeah.
still buddies, but one's a face and one's a heel, so it didn't make sense anyway.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And the other two need a
is-
lot of work yet.
Is Vince going to do the right thing and put the title on Becky? Or is he just going to go straight to Charlotte and be like, here you go, take it again?
Remember last year, Roman lost.
Yeah.
It was like, What?
Yeah.
So
Maybe you build Becky to chase for a little bit and she gets it.
Becky's been chasing for 8 months.
The smart move is give it to her. Just give it to her.
I'd give it to her. I'd give it to her.
You can't keep chasing for 8 more months.
Same with Kofi.
Yeah. Kofi, if
Kofi wins the Battle Royale.
I wonder if he'll win that.
Oh God! I wonder if that's the way it's going. If they don't give Kofi his Mania moment, I'll be really like Elimination Chamber. I was disappointed because I was like, man, that because even the fans, they weren't into it until it came down to the last two. But that entire Elimination Chamber, I was like, man, do the right thing here, do the right thing here.
They wouldn't do it,
and then they didn't. I was like, all right, he's not going to get that chance again. And then the WWE Universe was behind him. And then I'm like, all right, maybe they will do the right thing, give him a chance. And then like Fastlane, I was like, well, that's a waste because if they do give him his opportunity at Fastlane, he's not getting another one at Mania.
Yeah.
And then they worked it away that he's not the Fastlane guy. Like, all right, he has to get it at Mania now. And if anyone's going to be the guy to do it for him, it's got to be Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan had his Mania moment and he was that Kofi Kingston at one time.
It just makes sense to put on Kofi.
And then
he only has it for 2 months.
He'll be a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. So if you watched yesterday's episode of Things That Weren't Cool in High School, we talked about Heidi and Nikolai and our friend Kevin went to Monster Mania. At Monster Mania was Shawn Michaels. If you're friends with me on my personal account, I put a video up of Heidi getting an autograph for Shawn Michaels that I didn't get to meet him. My childhood hero dream
shattered.
She met him and I didn't.
Shattered dream gold dust.
But this is the Walgreens exclusive old school HBK with the red and white leopard trunks autographed. It says Shawn Michaels.
That's 92
Heartbreak Kid.
Just says Shawn Michaels HBK. So I'm not a big autograph guy. They don't really do it for me, but it's cool to have an autograph. I don't have any autograph pops. My pop collection used to be huge, but my pop collection is no longer because my pop collection is sitting in front of you right now, or off camera to you. My lights, my camera, my microphones, pretty much everything you see for the most part here came from a pop collection. So I sold stuff that was very, very dear to me to follow a dream. You know, I pulled a Kevin Smith. I sold my comic book collection.
You cried over this.
I sold my comic book collection to make Clerks.
There you go.
You know, and it worked out for him. So let's hope. Knock on plastic sticker table
back that he wanted.
He did. He did, and that's my goal. We're gonna do good things here, and then I'll get my pop collection back and then fold. But I have my first autograph pop, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for it.
Alrighty, and we definitely segued way off of where we started here. We started out at PPW, ended up at Ronda.
Yeah.
To Pops.
So back to PPW.
Now, Mr. Hitter, you are involved this weekend.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Austin, you sleeping?
I'm still here.
Do you have like music playing in the background?
No.
No, I keep hearing
it's a little interference.
Sounds like a fan.
Yeah, it's like a weird noise in the background. I didn't know if it was us or you.
He's practicing hi-hats.
No, that might just be like the lights in here.
All right, not a problem.
Not too distracting. Yeah.
Well, interesting.
Alrighty, so
yes, Mr. Header is involved this weekend at PPW.
Yeah, you're gonna get your redemption, right? For getting hit in the nuts.
Yeah. Well, no, because Penny's not in the match. The alley is separate from Jason.
That's Mike Orlando's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Penny is Jason King's valet. Okay. So but she'll be there.
You got to remember last time we saw Allie Rex, she was picking up her jaw off the mat at Impact.
Are you gonna hit her?
I don't know. I don't want to punch her in the face.
You should kick her.
But we had
you should kick her in the belly.
Yeah, there we a 4-way match.
In the belly.
In wrestling, you can say that
because she's like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
It was a 4-way match. 4-way.
Tag team match.
You hit your finisher.
8-man tag.
You hit your finisher. You're about to win.
And we wrestled before, so
took one of the pills.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of terrible.
Have you ever, as a wrestler, have you ever taken a low?
Where someone actually hits you?
Yeah, like a
probably, yeah, but not like totally like, oh my god, I'm dead. But I'm sure once or twice I've gotten hit.
Plug me a little bit.
It hit you a little bit. And it sucks. That one wasn't too bad.
There's nothing you can remember from a day where somebody flat out caught you.
Not that I remember, so it must not have been that bad. I mean, sure I have. Like you get a clothesline, you hit in the mouth or something.
This is completely off topic, but kind of on topic. So you wrestled a couple weeks ago in a triple tag team match where unfortunately a wrestler, an indie guy, took a pretty bad shot.
I still didn't get to see the kick.
Yeah, I didn't see the actual click. I just seen the aftermath. So like, that's a legit thing. Like in the indie scene, like you got guys out there trying to do some moves that are Interesting.
Anything can happen.
Broken orbital bone.
Now, the interesting thing I want people to kind of take away from this is accidents happen. I know in the professional scene, a guy, a Nia Jax or Seth Rollins or somebody will go out there and hurt somebody, and then everyone's like, they're pieces of shit. They at least work dark matches. They at least work, house shows. A lot of these indie guys, they kind of just show up and go for it. You know what I mean? Like, and they're trying to do some pretty spectacular things to entertain you as a fan. And things happen. There's people out there right now who keep trying to, mimic the coup de grace, and they're snapping dudes' ribs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they're
you gotta know what you're doing with that.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. So you gotta both sides of the spectrum. As a fan, you gotta kind of appreciate those indie shows a little more, and maybe not get a little upset if they don't do the things you see on the main roster.
A lot of times they're doing crazy shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
and the one guy did another guy, Luke Lee, his name is. He's fairly new. He did a Polish hammer, right, to the guy, just one kick. But he somehow put his one leg, like when he did it, he like stepped into the guy. So the guy, when he was going to bump, landed on his leg. Yeah, pulled like his tendons or something.
Oh,
so, horrible. Something with a ligament or something. It was like some injury. I was like, but you see it, it's like, but that's kind of from being green, not knowing what to do.
So there's a lot more to the wrestling that I really want to stress out there, especially for the indie guys. That they're going out there, and I mean they still work a 9-to-5 job. These guys are out there.
Everybody,
they're out there still grinding, doing a 9-to-5, and they're out there for your entertainment to put on that indie show. So take consideration of that going to the show, because it sucks because a really, really talented guy is sitting at home now with a broken orbital.
He's missing the Joey Janela show, which would have been huge for Andy.
Yeah, he's missing a big show. His eyes really hurt.
It did go down.
Yeah,
I think
he still needs surgery.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's got to get surgery. I mean, that's probably going to affect his everyday 9-to-5 gig.
I know that's probably big on Deppen too, because they're close friends. I mean, they live right up the street from each other.
Yeah, it sucks for the guy who did it, obviously, because he's bummed. But I mean, they sold it on social media for the people, but I mean it sucks. And our hats off to Andy. He's a good guy. I hope he has a speedy recovery. But you have to think, these guys are going to the show. Like I said, they punch the time clock. They still have to go home to a family. He still has kids he's trying to raise and take care of. Right?
They're no better than the rest of us.
And now he's doing it with a broken orbital. His skull, legit. When you hear a broken orbital, the orbital is the socket your eye sits in. So legit, he has a broken skull.
Yeah,
his skull is broke. You know what I mean? And that was for your $15 ticket.
Yeah. So,
So
it sucks when stuff like that happens.
Appreciate those guys. Let's give them some love.
Those guys step out of the ring. They're no better than the rest of us. We're all human. We all have stuff we got to do outside of that. Some of them, it's a hobby. Some of them, it's a way of life. But
yeah, so just think that consideration when you're paying your $15 ticket. I know we go out and heckle, but we're doing it out of love. We respect those guys to death, and we heckle to have fun. We're not heckling because we legit hate those people. Like when we pick on Orlando Jordan for saying you dropped it. I mean, you put it Mark Orlando.
Maybe Orlando Jordan.
We're not going to heckle Orlando Jordan. We might get the Rainbow Warriors after us there.
We're going to pick them too. But I mean, we're going to pick on them because they put it in the story that he dropped the title. So that's just fun.
Now he has a match. It's him and I forget who, and they get a title shot.
Yeah,
but it was Cody Vance, and he got hurt.
Cody Vance tore an ACL.
Yeah,
and
now he's replaced too. So there's a lot of replacements. But Brian Pillman Jr. is still there. He's wrestling. What's his name?
Richard Holiday.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Brian Pillman live, do it. Yeah. He's awesome.
100%. If you get the opportunity to get to PPW this Saturday, please do it. You're going to miss out on possibly one of the better shows they're going to have all year.
And not just that, I think they can still step up and have good shows, but you're missing out. You're going to miss out on a guy who you're probably not going to see for that ticket price in a long, long time. I mean, it's only a matter of time before he gets a call up or he gets his shine on.
With MLW, I thought.
Yeah. Like he's not going to be around forever. You're not going to see him in that type of venue ever again. And I mean, some people may hate me for saying this, but he's Kenny Omega-esque. He's that good in the ring. He's a storyteller. He's got the it factor for how young he is. He only has up to go, and he has ability. He's good. He's talented.
Yeah, he's his own thing, really.
I was impressed. I was impressed by seeing him. So he's one of those guys that you're not going to see around forever. So go pay that.
Not in the indie scene.
Yeah, not in the indie scene. Yeah. So go see it. And another thing I just want to stress with, how we talk about the indie guys is, a lot of people are like, well, I'm not paying $20 for an indie guy shirt. Think of that with what we just talked about earlier,
sometimes it costs $15 to get the shirt made.
Exactly.
Especially if you get color, you get something here, something on the arm, something on the back.
that's not cheap, and they're making their money back. I sell T-shirts now, and I understand.
Yeah. And then people, I'll buy a WWE shirt for $27.99.
Exactly,
no
and that wrestler is probably going to get like 2% of that T-shirt.
Yeah.
So think of that when you're going to buy your merch. I don't buy as much as I want to because I'm poor, but I try to at least buy one wrestler shirt a show. And if any wrestler are listening to this and you want to do a shirt trade and I'll wear your shirts on the podcast, let me know. I'm already shirt trade with a wrestler at an Outbreak show.
Oh, nice.
Me and DB are gonna do a shirt trade. So I want to get a video like how the NFL players and soccer players jersey trade. Yeah, we're gonna do a trade.
That's what kept me from. I did shirts once and I ran like $500 and that made no money at all. Yeah. Of course, I didn't have a good job back then, but like it's a lot to put, especially if you want to get like 100 shirts. You know? That's a lot of money.
Honestly, that's why we get our shirts made to order.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because I'd like to have a shirt. But.
Yeah. You guys are a little different because you kind of have to show up with like so many large, so many mediums,
which sucks.
Yeah. But we get our shirts made to, like I said, if anyone's ever interested, we always say,
that's how Pro Wrestling Tees handles it.
Yep. Make the order. That's how we do it. But yeah, we're going to do some shirt trades. So if any wrestlers are listening, I'm interested in shirt trades.
So we'll go over some matches because I forget the other ones. I know it's now, Mercedes Martinez versus Christina Marie for the women's title. What's the tag match there?
Oh, awesome. Alexa's going to be at PPW.
Oh, here we go. This is for the No Limits title, which was a multi-man title. Now I don't know what the thing is. So you got Trajan Horn, who debuted last show in the Battle Royal, who's also the true champion.
Cool.
Laszlo Arpad, who was on Raw.
Yes, and SmackDown.
Yeah, as a random.
Guardians of the Independent scene. He was actually not named on Wrestle Talk News YouTube show by name. They rifled off every single person's name from Batista's crew.
Awesome. And what was the other guy's name? He used to wrestle as Evan Nemo, but then he wrestles as Andrew Holland or Andrew something. Yeah, I wrestled him a couple times.
Nice.
They got John West in this match. I'm not sure who this guy is.
He debuted last
it says
show.
Right here, Adam Chandler, and then Charles Mason is the title. He won the title last in
the Battle Royal, defeating Laszlo.
Yeah, and Trajan was Final Four in there. So Ray Wolf. There's some more matches.
What is the champ? I'm really bad at saying this, but the main champ,
Sean Carr.
He's impressive.
He's good. I've wrestled him before.
He's impressive. He's good.
I like him as a heel.
Huh?
I like him as
not even just as he's a great heel, but he's good in the ring.
Sean's worked Ring of Honor's.
What's that? Field of Honor.
Real quick, let's do this quick shout
Future of Honor tournament.
How about this shout out? Outbreak guy, but he's not just Outbreak. He's everywhere.
Outbreak guy.
Ace Austin. He was out there,
signed to Impact apparently and made his debut.
Yeah, and he did awesome.
He won.
Yeah, he did.
He did pretty good.
We've seen him at the last Outbreak. That's a cool thing too. Go to these indie shows.
You never know who's getting.
You never know who's going to get picked out of them. Especially now, like indie wrestling is with AEW.
Once that starts going,
yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be like WCW. Everyone's getting
exactly. You're gonna see people getting snatched up. So come to these indie shows. You could be like, I can legit say, as I seen, if Ace Austin becomes the next big thing in Impact Wrestling, I seen one of his last indie matches at
Hazelton.
Not even Hazelton, in Orangeburg or whatever, Orangeburg, in some tiny gym.
We're telling you,
you know what I mean? Some tiny gym where I watched him walk out with his grandmother. Like, super nice dude, really nice guy. I'm bummed I didn't buy a T-shirt that night, but I gave my love to Tommy Vex. But yeah, go to those indie shows.
It's not his first appearance with Impact, but it's his TV debut.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Very cool, dude.
So we got Sean's defending the title against Sam Adams. So that should be a real good match. Sean Carr, PPW show. And then where's the match? I'm trying to find it.
That's really good beer, by the way.
You're welcome. Mango.
I had it on tap, so it's even just.
This is my first time.
I don't know Mecha Wolf, but Deshaun Pratt's wrestling. Deshaun's really good. He was.
And what is it?
Mentakia.
Mecha Wolf. Did you know Mecha Wolf?
I did not know Mecha Wolf.
That's crazy.
Rich Swan's going to be there. I have no clue he's going to be.
Mecha Wolf.
Rich Swan is wrestling Casey Navarro.
That's
a high flying match. Yeah.
I wonder if Jose's going to make his appearance tonight.
Yeah, Fox Vineyard versus Mentaquila. Richard Holiday versus Brian Pillman Jr. Then there's a tag title match. Oh, then it's Mike Orlando versus Evander James. I think it's just a singles match now because Cody Brands got hurt.
Unless they fill the spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Christina Marie versus Celeste Bonnet. Well, that's changed to Mercedes Martinez. Of course, my match with tagging with Pat Sawyer versus Jason King and Ali Rex.
And I'm sorry, but like Pat Sawyer is like 15 Ali Rex.
I know. Oh my God, he's a legit 6'9". Like that's a shoe.
Like you stand when you stand next to him, I look over at you and I'm like, how do you?
Yeah.
How is that possible to have a dude that tall in your corner?
Tallest guy in the roster. And then for the tag team triangle match, and where it gets a title shot. It's Southway's Finest versus Punk Rock All Stars versus the main event. So that should be going too.
I personally love to see the main event get that push. They work their asses off.
Who's that?
The main event.
The Ringmaster and the Lion.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I like that. Yeah,
they work their asses off show after show after show, and you can tell they truly enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
They have fun with it. I mean, they do the dive through the middle ropes with the Lion holding the hula hoop as he does the suicide dive onto somebody.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, you can't knock what they do.
Jay Lion and Midas Black.
The only thing I want them to do at least one time, and it will never ever happen, but it'd be hilarious. Even if they did like fake paper, let's light that hoop. Let's get
light on fire.
a flaming hoop. Dive through a flaming hoop. Yeah, dive through a flaming hoop. The PPW shows are a great time.
They are fun.
We're gonna be there.
General admission section.
General admission section. So come find us. Sit with us. We want a big crowd around us. The only requirements are you gotta be loud,
you gotta be rowdy,
you gotta be loud and heckle. Sorry once again, Andy, you're a heel at PPW.
It's all right.
We gotta boo you.
But PPW very cheaply priced for a family too. If you show up the day of the show and walk in and say I want tickets, $15 for an adult.
Yeah,
I just remember I'm gonna have a cool jacket. It might come Saturday. It's supposed to come Saturday.
Now, are you stuck coming out to the gimmick music again? Or
I don't like that. I want my own music. I thought last time I get my own music.
I might be able to give you a shirt for it. I don't know if you could wear it though.
I don't because they're
being heel-esque.
Just kind of wear it and hold it up and throw it in the corner.
My jacket's very
like jacket then the shirt.
I probably could or do the thing where like you have it hanging down but you have the logo like. Do
you wear a large?
Medium actually.
I have a large.
Yeah.
I have an extra large.
Medium.
I have a large that was.
This was a medium. This was actually a little big.
Really?
But sometimes like that one yesterday was a little tight here.
Yeah.
I don't like when shirts hang down here. I hate that.
Yeah. I have a large.
I don't want to be like
that was made by accident. So I have an extra.
I mean, they can just do something with that.
Yeah. So maybe even like grab and throw it in the crowd or something. I don't care.
That sounds good. My jacket's very current. So
yeah.
It's very current right now.
Another leather jacket.
It's an Interviews with Everyday People shirt.
It's a faux leather. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so I have an extra interview shirt. So maybe we can throw it out in the crowd.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell is that? And I'd be like, oh, and then they can talk to you and be like, it's a podcast. Check it out.
Whoever catches the shirt, come talk to us. You might get a surprise.
Alexis gets embarrassed at wrestling events. We're gonna make you brand new, Alexis. You're gonna have a blast. You and your dad come sit with us. We're gonna have a good time.
If you don't pee yourself laughing with us, there's something wrong with you.
We don't want her to pee herself.
Yeah. All the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah.
Billy Madison.
Consider me Miles Davis.
So PPW is going to be a really good time. I look forward to it. I'm going to be buying the new PPW Irish shirt.
Yes.
St. Patty's Day.
Let's get ready to stumble.
Yeah. I actually just picked up this. I have the brand new limited edition Yingling shirt.
Is that what you went to do?
There's a little shamrock on it.
There is. Yeah. So no, I went to go. They have a beer. I know this is kind of cross contaminating for banging beers, but they have a limited edition beer that you can only get at Yingling the next 2 days. They literally took the black and tan and bourbon barrel aged it. It's delicious.
So what does that mean in non-beer people terms?
So they took a beer and they put it in a whiskey barrel, and let it age, and it soaks up that whiskey smoke.
And it tastes more of more of an oak, sometimes even a vanilla.
Yeah, so good, so tasty.
Limited time, unless it does really well.
Yeah,
knowing them that's not gonna fly.
It's my favorite bourbon aged beer I've ever had. It really is.
What do they call it?
I would like to see.
It's just called the Bourbon Barrel Release.
Oh, they should call it like Irish something.
St. Patty's Day Slam. We are drinking Trogue's First Cut Mango tonight.
Trogue's.
Yeah,
I am drinking water.
That would be cool to have it like either like roughly in March, like the bourbon barrel age, or even in the fall time. Then the black.
So another thing I found out while we're there, and I'll go. This is a quick plug to Bangin' Beers podcast. Give us a follow. Go check out previous episodes. The black and tan beer is made with the porter and the premium.
Mm-hmm.
It was initially supposed to be made with the porter and the Chesterfield ale.
Ooh.
Lord Chesterfield.
It's delicious. I'm telling you, if you have a 50-50 Chetty and porter, I don't think I could ever drink black and tan the same again.
I mean, I'm sorry, but 4 Chettys, I've seen the strongest guys ever get put down by 4 Chettys.
4 Chettys sounds like some type of Italian fighter.
I drank a 6-pack the other night, and I walked.
I've seen the best of men thing, and they can come into our town and drink with us. And somebody said, "Here, have a Chesterfield." 4 Chesterfields put them down.
Well, that's the reason why they couldn't make the black and tan with Chetty and Porter. It was, I think, too high for what they can bottle, and it didn't bottle properly. So they had to switch it to premium. But they said the way it was, so when you go to a bar, you request a Chetty black and tan, and it's a better experience. But what?
It's 5.4.
What is?
Percent alcohol, Lord Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Well, is that named after anything, or is it just a creative?
I drank a 6-pack of it.
I honestly don't know.
That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
Dick.
What did you say?
Is Lord Chesterfield named after someone, or is it just a creative?
I don't
name?
know.
I couldn't tell you.
That's my favorite beer. I actually just bought a shirt today. I have my first ever Chesterfield Ale shirt.
You're a shirtaholic.
I am a shirt.
I have so many shirts. It's like
it's unbelievable. Heidi's gonna kill me because I ordered. Like, wait till the mail comes in. I have like four shirt punches coming in. And like two of them are like so devil worshipping shirts of all time. Like one, like, you know those old children's book where it's like, let's walk the road. It looks like those shirts, but one says economics for kids, and it's a little kid, and he has like a lemonade stand, except it says sell your soul 5 cents, and little kids are up signing their names.
I'm honestly waiting for her to come sprinting down the stairs. She's watching this.
No, she knows I ordered them already. And then I ordered a Catwoman and like she's like getting her like mugshot taken, so she has like the
I know it. Yeah.
And then I ordered
her
one that says
and her head's like wet.
And then I have one where it says the class of '96, our first class '96, and it's the original X-Men cartoon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, a big shout out this weekend is St. Patty's weekend around here. Please, everybody, if you need a driver, do not drink and drive. Call somebody.
Call me.
Yeah.
Call any of us. I mean, we're gonna be around.
Don't call me. I'll be at work.
Well, don't call Tony. I'll be around. Call anybody. We will take you where you need to go.
Wait, when is it?
$5. I'll drive you anywhere.
Yeah.
Is it Friday?
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So Saturday I'll be working, and then right after work I'll be leaving and going straight to PPW. And then I'll come home, and whoever wants to come back and hang out, that's going to be my St. Patty's Day night. I'm going to have a couple drinks. We'll put some old school wrestling on or something, and we'll hang out.
There you go.
Keep the neighbors up.
I do not drink, so it's a holiday for me. That I just
you could just come hang out and watch wrestling.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll hook up wrestling. And
you just have to wear your green gear on Saturday.
Yeah, I guess so. I should not just be there.
Yeah, you should. You're a heel. You don't wear. I was gonna wear green today, but
I'm gonna go buy red and black.
Yeah, you should. I hate the Irish. That's what you should say. I'm like, I hate the Irish.
I hate the Irish. But it's Hazel like,
they had it right hanging them.
Oh my God.
I'm Irish. I can say it. I'm Irish. I can say it. Wow.
So it's like, we don't know the Molly McGuires. I don't know how I just said that.
Yeah, I'm Irish. I can say it. That's how it works, right?
We're probably related somehow.
Yeah, that's probably true. My last name, I should be a McHale.
McHale? Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna say. So, I try to watch a little bit of Raw and SmackDown.
What do you think about the Batista promo? And then I like the Spice Girls edit.
that was hilarious.
That video. Oh my God.
I thought the promo was a little cringy, a little bad. Give me what I want. No, give me what I want. Give me what I want.
We're not doing this your way. We're doing this my way.
It's like, it led to match. The match should be pretty good, I think, for those two. I mean, don't expect an hour classic. It's not going to be Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada.
Or Fletcher Fleer.
He's Ric Flair in real life, and everybody knows that.
He's Rick. I don't care what.
If he could change his name to Ric Flair,
I would have done it.
If I went and seen Randy Savage's grave, it better fucking say Macho Man on it. That's all I'm saying.
You said Randy Savage.
No, Randy Poffo.
Yeah. Who the hell is Poffo?
And then Lonnie Poffo. Too.
Hey, his brother's still alive.
He can do whatever he wants.
My
grave will say
fun fact about
his grave should say the brother of Macho Man.
It should have a poem.
It shouldn't even say his name.
What was his gimmick?
He was the genius.
He was the smart guy who was maybe gay. That was the thing. They'd be like, they'd always reference it like the genius, a little light in the loafers. Like they would have an 80s insult.
So, hang on. But fun fact about the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, he's not drinking, and I got a 6-pack, so I got to do something with it.
Fun fact about the Macho Man Randy Savage: he actually used to play minor league baseball.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He almost went pro.
And
he could have went pro.
Make it.
Damn.
Fun fact:
I can see him like striking out and cutting a mean promo on the pitcher.
He struck out.
So fun fact with him is when he tried and tried and tried and tried. And when he eventually didn't make it, he went home. He took all of his baseball bats for a tree and said, "I'm going to be a wrestler." Like that guy's determination.
Randy took his bats. He went out and he smacked them bats against the tree and broke them all. That's what Randy did. That's my genius impression.
Yeah, the guy was dedicated for whatever he did, and if he was going to do it, he's going to go 110%. He literally,
I think it worked out for him.
Yeah, he dove into his. He knew he wasn't the biggest guy, so he walked on his tippy toes. Everything about him, the guy was a genius, and he was. I mean, if you kind of probably diagnosed him today, and he probably had some issues mentally.
Probably a little, yeah.
Let me ask you this though: what would any of our childhoods have been without Macho Man?
For me, when everyone was a Hulkamaniac, I for some reason I was a weird kid. Like when I was a kid, my dad's like, "Here, you're part of the Hulk Hogan fan club." I was like, "Yo, I'm a Macho Man guy." Like, even when everyone's like, "Here's the Ultimate Warrior," I gravitated towards the bad guys. I don't know why. I was just always into that. So
I never really considered Macho a bad guy though. He was just one of those guys that didn't really sit on that side of the fence.
Yeah,
he walked his own path.
Just like all the personalities in the late 80s, early 90s were that, at their top of their game. That, it didn't matter who you like.
So you got the other thing too. So, I'm 32. So if you, as a kid who can actually start processing thoughts and getting into wrestling, by the time I probably started diving into it is when Hogan left and Macho Man was on his championship run. So when Hogan came back, I was like, why is this guy why is Macho Man disappearing now? You know what I mean? So I was always a Macho Man guy, and then I was always gravitated towards Piper, and then the Rockers came in. I was like the Rockers, and then Mr. Perfect. I was like Mr. Perfect, and then Macho Man started fading away, and then Piper started fading away, and Shawn stayed, and then and Mr. Perfect disappeared, and then Bret Hart was like everyone's like Bret Hart. But then the heel turn, I was like, I'm into the bad guy. So I was team bad guy over Bret Hart.
British Bulldog was always a staple for me.
Yeah.
Really? See, he's the one that I never really cared for.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate him, but.
So I don't understand why nobody ever liked him. He had he was one of the most physically gifted guys in the ring. And he never got
5'9".
See, here's the thing. I knew growing up, I was never going to be a big dude. So Shawn was like, he's a small dude that can. So that's why I always gravitate towards Shawn. And I wasn't a very attractive, sexy boy.
Wait now.
So Shawn was literally everything I wanted to be at one point in time. He was a good.
I want to be you, Shawn.
Yeah, the girls liked him. The girls did like me. And he was athletic, and he was beating bigger dudes, and I was always tiny.
And there you go.
So that was my draw.
I like the people that can wrestle. I just didn't know it. And I was like, oh, Mr. Perfect is a good wrestler. I was like,
Yeah, so my favorite, my four growing up my whole life was Perfect, Shawn, Piper, and Macho Man. They were my guys growing up, and then Jake. I like Jake the Snake. I liked Rick Rude, but I was I was a Rick Rude fan. During that Warrior thing, I was like, man, that guy's pants are cool shit. Yeah, and I didn't realize that he had his wife on his which is hilarious.
Cheryl Roberts.
It's really funny as an adult to go back and watch wrestling back in the 80s before pre-Attitude Era.
Yeah,
you're like,
you can get
whoa, they did some stuff there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was PG. They weren't cursing.
And they did some stuff. Yeah. Like Rick Rude put his wife's crotch on his crotch, that's crazy. But
his face on his crotch.
And his face on his crotch. But I like Jake the Snake a lot too, but he scared the garbage out of me because
he didn't shout.
No, he was. I can make everyone listen when I'm saying without even talking loud. He was so terrifying to me, and psychologically, I think that's why I'm terrified of snakes.
No,
I had no issue with Jake the Snake being the guy that he was until he brought that bag out. As soon as I saw that bag, I'm like, nope, out of here, done. Goodbye.
The crazy thing is with snakes is that I was never afraid of snakes, and when I was a kid, I watched Jake the Snake have that King Cobra. Now I learned about snakes in schools, and I was like, okay, King Cobra. They're like, if that thing bites you, the venom will kill you. So as a kid, I watched that happen. I'm like, Macho Man's dead.
He's dead.
He's gonna die.
Now you're gonna do your Macho Man stick here like you always do.
I'm not gonna do it today. But as a kid, I was like, wow, like that. And then I was like, well, if guys that are 7 foot tall, 300, 400 pounds are jumping out of the ring when he throws a snake
Andre was definitely afraid of snake.
I'm not messing with these guys. Are superheroes to me, and they're afraid of snakes. Yeah. I'm not messing with snakes.
No thanks.
I never really felt one way or the other about the snake. I was like, hey, I like Jake Roberts,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so if you're watching, please hit that like button. Give us a like. Join the chat. Chime in. Let us know if you're who you are and who you're watching. what you're watching, or you're obviously watching us.
They're watching New Japan Cup, which I'm behind.
Yeah,
on.
but let us know who you are so we can thank you for being here.
Show.
Here's something I wanted to ask you about New Japan. We never got the opportunity. Does everybody have to belong to a faction?
Almost, yeah. There's a couple guys that are free, which is called, like Kotobushi, who was kind of Bullet Club, not really, and then Tanahashi. But then there's like Taguchi Japan, which is kind of a fake gimmick group, which is all the good guys.
I look at the roster anymore, and it's literally Suzuki-gun, Chaos, LIJ, and Bullet Club.
So New Japan is literally doing and everyone's like, "Oh, we love New Japan." I want to see how many New Japan fans stick around once AEW starts.
I think they'll still be fans of it.
I don't think they will.
It's different, you know.
I think they're all Mark fans who watched it because they watched the white guys, and then now that they're going to AEW, they won't even give a shit about New Japan anymore.
But they're all gone.
Let's let Austin in on this because Austin watches a lot more than the rest
all
of us.
the Bullet Club guys are gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I was actually just about to say I actually was, for the first time in a while, I was actually able to keep up with the New Japan Cup, and I was able to watch Okada versus Mikey Nichols.
Yeah, how was that? I didn't see that show.
Honestly, it was pretty good. Like, Mikey Nichols as a singles wrestler is as good as he was as a tag team wrestler for all those years. I
was going to say, what a great decision he made by going to New Japan. He is already way more relevant.
Shane Thorne should have left while the getting out was good.
But I'm really
Austin,
excited.
what's your opinion on what do you think the status of New Japan will be once AEW starts? Do you think those fans will stick around and be fans, or do you think they're going to flock ship with the rest of the North American stars?
I don't think New Japan will ever flop fully.
Do you think?
I think there's
without Kenny Omega being on the main supercard. Do you think it'll get the same amount of views?
He's been gone since Wrestle Kingdom, so they're doing just fine.
Without Jericho, without the Bucks, without Cody,
they're all been gone.
They
since
were
Wrestle
fine.
Kingdom.
I mean, look at how it's developed over time. Like, they had the Inoki era, which people watched. They had the Finn Balor or Prince Devitt era, and people watched. Yeah. So I don't really worry about them, and I'm pretty sure they're building Ospreay pretty well. He's about to wrestle Okada.
Yeah.
And it's like when Nakamura and the Good Brothers and AJ left. That was a huge blow. I mean, and then
four of their biggest stars just left together.
Yeah, and they made it. They'll be fine. It's different. So AEW will be here and New Japan will be here, and they will work together. I'm sure they will. I think they will.
And the one thing I did notice about
the fans, if they left because they like the Bullet Club, then they already left and they didn't watch it.
And they're doing a really good job with Jay White right now. I think he's got a really good push.
Jay White filled the shoes of the cleaner.
No, but he's still a little early. But they said the original plan was for Kenny to keep the belt to lose it to Okada at Madison Square Garden. So will Jay White lose the belt? I don't think so. I think he'll wrestle. I think Okada won the New Japan Cup, but or maybe Kotobushi will. But I don't think.
What's going on, Dave? How you doing, buddy? I think Alexa's dad's in the chat.
No,
my theory about New Japan is this: they're doing extremely well without them because I've been trying to find tickets for the Madison Square Garden show for weeks.
It's completely sold out.
No tickets have still hit the market since it's been sold out.
And the G1 in Dallas
how many
just went on sale?
How many of those fans bought those tickets expecting?
I'm sure a lot of them did and probably sold it.
I still don't think they care.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot
because you're getting to see some of those stars that it's once a year,
Tanahashi in America.
Yeah,
my friend Richard Scott actually has tickets and is going to that show.
Yeah,
I mean,
me and my
what's the closest they usually come? That G1 show in San Francisco,
and they had the shows that were in Tennessee and stuff, but that's when they had the visa issues. So none of Japan stars can make.
How many without the visa issues now? Do you think more guys can jump in?
Yeah, they said the visa issues are all cleared up and everyone is eligible to come.
Cool.
Japan.
That's fans.
I think what they need to do is really start building their junior division. Like, if they could eventually get Pac, I think that would be huge.
I think he will go there in a year.
I don't know. I mean, he's pretty adamant being in AEW.
When they do they're going to work together because they want Kenny and Jericho wants to wrestle Tanahashi and Okada. So I think they eventually will. But yeah, the juniors right now is like Taiji Ishimori.
They would have to play nice with each other, it sounds like.
I mean, you got Yo and Show, but you won't see them outside of a tag team.
They ain't going to break up for a while yet, and they shouldn't.
Yeah, and they're pushing Ospreay as a heavyweight.
Yeah,
they really need to fill that void.
What?
They can bring Rocky Romero
competitor. I don't think he will because he does a lot of backstage stuff and commentary and stuff, but he's still really good. What was I going to say? Yeah, Will Ospreay's got like a heavyweight now. He's definitely going to be in the G1 this year.
Will Ospreay win the G1?
No. I don't know who's going to win the G1. I think he'll do well, but he won't win it. Probably Naito.
Yeah.
Unless they have Ospreay win the cup right now and then save Okada for the G1.
Really?
That way Jay White gets another title defense. And
You really think they're going to push
legit.
Okada that hard again, though? Like, he just came off a 2-year title run.
That they love him. When he came out, Wrestle Kingdom, man, and he took them pants off. He took the thing off. And he had the short pants again. People lost their minds. They lost their minds over his tights. He's still one of the best wrestlers in the world. Yeah, and he's like, he would be their Roman, well, not Roman, like in popularity, he'd be the Roman or John Cena over there. And then, well, Tanahashi's probably John Cena, and then Okada will be Seth Rollins.
All right, we're getting really, really close to the 50-minute mark here. So I want to jump in and just cover Fastlane briefly.
Okay.
I'm going to fly through some matches here, just because we're not a news source, obviously, I know. But if there's anything in the matches that you want to kind of talk about, chime in, okay?
Austin, did you finish watching Fastlane?
He did.
I did watch the start from finish.
Took you long enough.
We're looking at
He couldn't stay home and watch with us, though. I mean, what the hell?
It's tough. I have an 8 a.m. the next day.
We don't want to hear that. Your mother said she would have told you to skip that class.
I told you you could have stayed, and I would have drove with your dad to Philly.
He would have let you use his teleporter.
Yeah. So New Day versus Shinsuke and Rusev on the pre-show, but before the pre-show, they announced Kofi.
Through a lot of changes from what it was announced and what we got.
Yep. Obviously, New Day wins that match, and Shinsuke and poor Rusev are just getting.
Yeah. Poor Nakamura. Please go back to Japan.
Yeah.
It's time.
I love Rusev.
As much as I loved him coming in and the matches he put on in the beginning in NXT, like, he was amazing. As soon as he got that main roster call up, it was about 3 months, and it was like done.
It's like if you don't know what this is all you have to plan.
I mean, they gave him the Rumble. They gave him his
sorry.
WrestleMania match. I mean, Vince feels like he doesn't owe him anything more.
Yeah, just go back to Japan and be a superstar.
Yep.
The the Usos versus Shane and Miz for the tag team championship. The Usos retain.
The coolest thing was this when they jumped at each other.
And the heel turned.
Yeah.
It wasn't the heel turn we thought it was going to be.
I did.
But
I did.
Yeah.
The worst thing about that is Miz's dad, who has zero charisma. His son's getting beat up, and he's kind of
he just stayed up.
Shane, you better stop.
You better knock that off. You're hitting my boy.
For some reason, he's Southern. I'm like, Shane, knock that off.
Yeah.
GW in here.
Yeah,
Asuka defeats Mandy Rose via pinfall.
The ending was stupid. With
Weird
the
ending.
The trip on the thing. They did the same thing on SmackDown with Sonya. It's like,
interesting ending there.
And then don't break.
It was different.
Yeah.
New Day confront Vince McMahon and say the guy's been waiting his whole career. And Vince says
the 1 hour later spot.
Yeah, that was stupid.
You're gonna be in the title match tonight, and then he's gonna be in a match. You better get ready.
In a triple threat or whatever.
In a triple threat, you better get ready. And then it's a handicap match. Kofi Kingston gets beat by the Bar.
Yeah, I see for storyline, but
then the Boston Hug Connection
versus Tamina and Nia, sloppy.
Actually, no. There's some kind of show confidence. I don't know. There was a little thing. Shane McMahon interview about 45 minutes later where he just turned around and went back in the office. The Revival beat Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, Aleister Black, and Ricochet.
That match could have been a lot better.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though.
They let Ricochet do the spot over the corner.
Yeah,
made me mark out.
Yeah, Ricochet's a beast.
Yeah, it wasn't bad for what it was. It could have been better, but.
I mean, if they start letting him do the superhero landing off the second rope like he was, I'd be okay with that. But God forbid, he can't hurt himself, so we're just gonna have him do the handspring and then the little move backflip.
Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio versus Andrade versus R-Truth.
I thought that was really good.
Could have been the match of the night if we didn't see it on SmackDown.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was saying, but this one was a good match
on SmackDown.
It was almost spot for
spot. Show. They stole the show on SmackDown, and then they gave it to us again on a pay-per-view.
Yeah. We saw it on Tuesday, and it was almost spot for spot the same match.
Yep.
And then in their tag team match, the next on Tuesday, they still did like the same exact spots.
Yeah. I mean, I literally had my phone up trying to get Rey Mysterio when he hit the Mexican destroyer there. I got the picture of the crossbody, but I was trying to get him to do the Mexican destroyer. And of course, my phone timed out right as soon as he did it. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
So Boston Hug Connection beat Tamina and Nia.
No surprise.
Nia's supposed to be a powerhouse, yet she can't catch and keep Sasha on her shoulders.
Yeah.
It's like
insane. Yeah.
So it was
Daniel Bryan defeats Mustafa Ali and Kevin Owens.
Because Mustafa was at it.
Yeah, Mustafa was at it, which was a good.
For Mustafa, that's such a terrible spot for him though, because everyone wanted Kofi.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, Mustafa.
When he came out, yeah.
Like, granted, he came back on Tuesday to help out KO when he needed it, but wrong time, wrong spot, wrong place.
I thought it was a great
It was a great match.
And that 450 to the ring apron, I'm like, whoa, boy.
That match was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That 450
The
apron
backflip.
was ballsy.
Yeah.
His backflip from like the top rope to the outside.
Oh,
yeah.
that was match of the night for me.
Yeah, that was
And
that and then the
yeah,
United
and then
States.
the ending.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. Phenomenal. The ending with the flying knee. Oh my god.
I mean, let's be honest there. Kevin Owens is back. It's only a matter of time before he gets a title.
Yeah.
But Samoa Joe finally
Now
getting
hold
to that.
on, hold that thought. We kind of talked about this a little bit. So Shane McMahon is almost guaranteed going to have a fight against The Miz.
Yeah, I think they made it official.
At Mania. I just want to put this out there, and me and Jeff, Austin's dad, were talking about it. Shane McMahon wrestled AJ Styles previously at a Mania.
It wasn't bad.
And after their match, AJ Styles got a
push.
very long title reign push. Is the Miz looking at his title reign?
I don't know as a good guy. I think the right time to give him the belt would be after that John Cena feud with Nikki and Maurice.
The guy had a baby, didn't take a day off. He works. He's amazing in the ring. He's good at what he does.
Look who's in the title picture right now. Daniel Bryan and Kofi.
You have Daniel Bryan, you have Kofi, and you have Kevin Owens.
If you give it to the Miz, a good guy Miz, people are just gonna shit all over it.
Yep.
Which sucks.
That'll be an immediate heel turn within
people
3
want
weeks.
Kofi to have the belt unless it's a heel.
It sucks. It's crazy because I think Miz is due, but you have Kofi and you have Kevin Owens there with Daniel Bryan, and then you have a Mustafa Ali sneaking in.
Yeah, you got to give it to Kofi right now.
Yeah, it's very interesting what the future of wrestling is going to have with that
6-pack challenge at WrestleMania.
I think there's going to be so many multi-man matches at WrestleMania. It's going to be sickening.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to try entirely too hard being in New York, trying to pull the crowd. WrestleMania, amazingly, is not sold out yet.
Yeah.
It is not sold out.
My friend bought nosebleed tickets $450.
And your NXT card now just lost Aleister Black and
but spoiler alerts, I don't know if anyone wants to hear them, but I know what happened. I know what the match is going to be.
Yeah, me too.
For the main event?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The main event now for NXT.
Wait, real quick. Spoiler alert. If you don't know,
turn
it off now. You have 3 seconds.
3,
or
2, 1,
go ahead.
So the main event now is going to be Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Adam Cole, baby.
I'm sorry, real quick. Sorry, I didn't see the chat right away. We are actually going to be general admission, so we're going to buy bleacher seats, and we're going to get a group of us to sit up there. So we'll be general admission. So if you're more than welcome to join us and sit in with us.
$15, come up and join us.
There's plenty on both sides for the bleachers.
Yeah, we will not be sitting front row. We know even for Outbreak shows. I love Outbreak to death. I buy front row every single time. We are moving to general admission, and we want to be with the people. That's what we're doing.
Well, it's not like we're not with the people.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a little closer to the people than everybody else, but that's not by choice.
I mean, we were front row every show, but we will be general admission for Outbreak shows as well.
But now we will have Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship, and then what I believe I heard is a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Awesome.
Yep.
I see Adam Cole taking
awesome.
Adam Cole's going to take it. Johnny's going to move on. And
now, what are they doing with the tag titles? I didn't see what happened.
It's Ricochet and Black versus the War Raiders.
Oh, okay.
So big spoiler there.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Spot.
Yeah, because they have the Dusty Rhodes tag thing, but
they won the classic.
Can't win it.
They won the classic, so they automatically get a title shot, which they're probably going to put on match of the night with the War Raiders easily, but they're going to. I don't think
I
it's going
like
to take
that
it.
tag team group. I really do. The War Raiders.
Like
just the fact that
I don't understand why they changed their name. Everybody else is
to own it, probably.
It's not even that. Like you come in, everybody else is keeping their names.
Yeah.
What's so wrong with the name War Machine?
Yeah, I don't know. Marvel has a copyrighted video. I don't know.
Yeah, probably that nonsense.
And then there's the women's match, the 4-way.
Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Kairi Sane,
Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
That should be real good.
Real quick, the last match of Fastlane, Becky Lynch for Charlotte Flair. Ronda comes out, punches Becky Lynch. It was a waste.
I thought it was a little lackluster.
Supposedly, Becky Lynch is no longer.
There's one more match.
What's that?
There's one more match that happened.
Which one?
The Shield versus 3-man Bland.
3-man Bland.
3-man Bland.
Spoiler alert, Shield win.
It wasn't good.
The Seth Rollins spot was really cool.
Yeah, like there was some good stuff in it, but like for the most part, that felt like a house show match.
So for a while there, I was watching it and I was like, wow, Dean Ambrose. There's no way Dean Ambrose is actually leaving. And then during the pay-per-view, Seth Rollins, sorry for my language, Alexis, Seth Rollins says on camera, very, very loudly,
yep.
He drops a MF. He drops a motherfucker on camera.
Yeah, and it even censored even in the show.
They tried to.
It's just like, this is...
They usually get it. They'll get more than that.
So what I'm thinking is, if he's dropping MFers, he's emotional. He's into it. Dean Ambrose is really leaving.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he is.
Even the next night when they all came out and they did their little spot in the ring.
They kind of did the send off for Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Drew beat him up.
I didn't buy it until Seth Rollins showed that MFer.
I think what they should have did is they should have beat him so bad that stretcher him done for now. That's a good out.
I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the spot where he took the Claymore kick off the railing and completely detached the railing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a perfect way to write him off.
The best part about that match was the outside antics. The stuff that was happening in the ring wasn't the greatest.
So even if Dean takes 2 months off and comes back, he'll do that. But I see him leaving. I think he should.
Yeah, that's how you write him off TV. Is he got hurt in that match, and now you got Roman going after Drew.
Yeah.
That's pretty much Fastlane. So now we're heading into the road to WrestleMania. So we got our triple threat match, Ronda versus Becky versus Charlotte. We don't need to talk about that because that's obviously the biggest story, and that's what the easiest one to book is. It's been the easiest match to book since before Royal Rumble. That's going to be, without a question, without a doubt, the women's match is going to close WrestleMania.
That's been the match since SummerSlam. Yes. Everybody knew what that match was 6 months in advance.
Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. That one's set.
That one's self-explanatory.
I hope Seth wins, but you never know.
You're gonna get.
You never know.
You're gonna get.
I think
Shane.
even Hunter's in Vince's ear now, saying, "Look, we need this title back on TV. We need to start defending it regularly, like it was."
Brock wants to go to UFC.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but I miss the title being defended on a pay-per-view on a Sunday night, coming out Monday night, and whoever was the champion in the rematch losing the title.
Showing off and then
I don't like you don't have to defend it every week though.
No. It's a 30-day policy. You have to defend the title.
Yeah,
but I miss that back-to-back
to.
nights where you have the same match and then the title changes hands.
I think it should be with
I miss that.
Whoever has the title, if they want to work it a certain way, but at least show up with.
Technically, Brock Lesnar has to show up once every 30 days.
Yeah, but he does. Well, you're supposed in the wrestling kayfabe thing. If you don't defend the title once in 30 days, you get stripped of it. But
unless you're Brock Lesnar,
they push that when they want to.
Yeah.
So then, and they've been talking about no immediate rematch clauses, and that's happened 4 times since that was sold out thing.
Which that's good and bad.
So then we have Shane versus Miz is booked. It's gonna happen. Batista versus Triple H. That's gonna happen.
I hope. I want.
Who goes against
Kratos?
Who goes against Boss, Sasha and Bailey for the tag?
Well, they're saying they're saying it's going to be a 3-way with Tamina and Nia, and then Beth and Natty and something.
I mean, the Iconics are kind of pushing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see
if you're going to give me a 3-way, if you're going to give me a 3-way, give me Bailey and Boss. Give me Riot Squad and give me Iconics.
I want Sky Pirates. I want Io and
Sky Pirates.
Kyrie.
Yeah. But that one's still in the air. We don't know what's happened with the women's tag.
I don't think all the belts are going to make it. And here's the thing: you don't need to put everybody on WrestleMania. I know you want to, but I don't want the show to be 8 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be long.
I mean, we're already looking at 5 hours for WrestleMania the way it is, and now they're trying to stretch it.
What are we doing with Asuka?
I don't know.
Mandy Rose.
I don't think
they already kind of did that though.
I don't think she's gonna even make
Lana
the show.
said she's fighting Asuka. That's exactly what she said on social media.
Well, hey, if they do that and it's 2 minutes, let me go.
Oh.
If it's Lana and Asuka and it's 2 minutes long, Lana comes out, it's just like kick, done.
They did it with Daniel Bryan and Sheamus, 18 seconds.
What if you turn around and say Asuka comes out and says, I have no opponent, and then Ember Moon music hits?
I don't know if she's here.
Ember Moon is out until at least midsummer.
I actually saw
don't break my heart.
Something that Asuka and Nikki Cross have been tweeting, and that they really want that match to happen again.
That'd be cool. Nikki hasn't been on TV.
That would be the perfect.
Yeah, Natalia got jumped by the 2 girls last week. Or no, they jumped Beth Phoenix last week, and then Natalia came out and saved her.
Unless they do that tag match, but I don't want to see that either.
Here's the thing. I'm just happy Beth Phoenix is off the commentary table because she's horrible at it. She's terrible.
I still don't understand why she retired.
What female would you put on the commentary team to be that Beth Phoenix if you had to put him out there?
Someone who could talk, which is
I would give it to Paige. You have nothing for her right now.
Maybe, yeah, she might.
You have nothing for her. Put her on the commentary team
with that. Yeah.
What if she managed Sonya and Mandy because they had their Absolution thing?
Absolution,
yeah.
bring it back.
I feel like people wouldn't want to hear the British accent.
Yeah, it might get a little tiresome.
I mean, Nigel McGuinness on NXT.
But his
people don't like that.
His isn't as in your
his
face.
Isn't as nasally.
Yeah, she's like, oh, well, yeah, like it's more.
Hello, Goff.
Yeah, it's more noticeable.
Ben chimes in with a who else?
It's not a bad idea.
Intercontinental title. We really don't have a picture
multi-man.
You think so?
Yeah.
Same like I've been doing for how many years?
Yeah.
While we're
not even on the show. Really,
now that you have it back to Bobby Lashley,
which was a terrible mistake.
No one cares.
Yeah.
Does Finn get a
rematch?
Finn gets a rematch, which they said no more media rematches, and Finn comes out as the demon.
That's a waste for Bobby Lashley?
Yep.
The way
what if
he beat him? Oh, he beat Leo Rush. Go ahead.
What if Leo Rush leaves WrestleMania as Intercontinental Champion?
Oh, they have like a 3-way and whoever pins gets the belt.
Leo Rush ends up pinning Bobby Lashley.
That wouldn't be bad.
Yes, exactly.
That wouldn't be bad.
I'm cool with that. I'm 100% cool with that. Just don't put Finn Balor in the match.
While we're on the subject of WrestleMania weekend, before we get a little too distracted, I just have one question. Is anybody else slightly upset about Harlem Heat going into the Hall of Fame?
No,
not at all. They deserve it.
10-time tag team champions, but what has Stevie Ray really done outside of that?
That doesn't matter. What is for the tag team?
What has Devon Dudley done besides the Dudley boys?
It's only the tag team, so you just look at the tag team stuff.
That's what everyone who argued that online. I don't comment because I don't get into social media wars. But for every single person saying what has Stevie Ray done in the wrestling business besides being part of Harlem Heat,
it doesn't matter.
I say what has Devon done besides being Devon.
Well, they're not inducting Stevie Ray.
Exactly.
Harlem Heat.
So that's my argument.
Booker T gets a second ring. In which I think he deserves. I'm sorry, but you should not have a second ring until some of those guys that we cry for that should be in the Hall of Fame have one ring.
Well, some don't because of that lawsuit.
I think Booker T has played the politics games very well, and I think he deserves it.
Yeah. Booker T hands down deserves it.
I'm all for Harlem Heat.
And not only that, they actually have their own school, and I think in Florida, is it?
Texas, is it?
Or Texas or Florida. I don't know which one it is.
Booker T took his time, grinded his time, won 10 tag team titles before he even won a singles championship.
Yep.
And then he went on to reign as a television champion.
Think of this. Here's a testament to Booker T. They merge, they buy WCW. They're sitting on Bret Hart. They're sitting on Goldberg. They're sitting on Sting. They're sitting on Diamond Dallas Page. They're sitting on
a lot of guys had their contracts, so they were guaranteed money.
Yes.
So the only way to get them is to buy them out at a cheaper rate.
He's
the only one that took it.
You're sitting on all
I don't
these.
Blame him,
yeah, you're sitting on all these superstars who carry WCW in quotations, and Booker T says, "You know what? I'll come over."
Yeah, you can buy out I'll take the deal.
Yeah, and he went over.
Steiner came over.
Eventually, but not first. Booker T was the only one.
Booker T was the first
one.
And Booker T came over, and not only did he carry it, but he held the WCW title and he held it 5 times. You know what I mean?
Times,
6, but he did it. You know what I mean? Like out of everyone that came out of WCW, when people said Booker T, everyone was I know I was when I was one of those people, and all the WCW fans that watched the time were like, really? Out of all those people, we're going to get Booker T.
Yeah, and the reason is because
now we're looking at his career
because like Nash had like 3 more years.
Yeah,
why not sit there and do nothing and get paid for 3 years?
Yep. So now you're looking at Booker T's career, and we're saying thank you, Booker, for doing it because he had an amazing career. Honestly, him and the grocery store thing with Stone Cold is hands down one of the greatest things of all time.
Oh my God!
I don't know if that beats Stone Cold in the hospital room with Vince. Hitting him in the head with the bedpan. I mean.
No, Stone Cold coming out of the refrigerator, drinking a whole gallon of milk, and go, "Hey, Book, got milk," and fucking laughing.
Thanks, Book.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Booker T and Goldust.
I laugh at that every time.
Yes, yeah. So I mean,
Booker T, Boogeyman.
Yeah.
So I'm for Booker T getting a second ring, and I'm for the Harlem Heat.
Yeah, I have no problems with it at all.
Yep.
I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, but when you look at it, like it's apples and oranges. The way their careers went. As soon as Booker went on his way, Stevie Ray just faded into the background, and the only time he was relevant,
Stevie Ray in.
Yeah,
right.
They're putting Harlem Heat in.
They're
when Harlem Heat ended,
but
that's when you ended
him.
Yep.
If they both died, when Harlem Heat broke up,
does Marty Jannetty deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? It's an easy no.
Does the Rockers? Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
And here's one: Demolition. Yes. Does Axe by himself or Smash by himself? No. But Demolition, yes.
Does Animal deserve to be in it?
I mean, you can make a case for that. Yeah,
I'd say no.
I would say no.
Yeah,
and
no.
Hawk, no.
Hawk, no.
But LOD,
yes.
LOD is in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they're in. Because they wanted to put him in that WrestleMania in Chicago a few years ago, and then they did. I don't think they are.
I don't know. Someone Google that.
I'm doing the Joe Rogan. Yo, look that up.
Austin,
but what about even like even Vader? I'm surprised like they're not even no one's really rallying.
I think
Vader burned that bridge a long time ago when he left.
Yeah, but he came back. Remember, he did that job to.
Here's the thing.
He beat up what's the guy loses?
Yeah, I don't think
he's
Slater.
Yeah.
Vader's not the guy this year only because the fans would be like, "Oh, now you're giving to him after he died."
Yeah.
Give it a year or two, Vader will be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, Vader.
I can see that,
But Vader burned that bridge a long time ago when he left. I mean, he was very.
I think they got rid of that. I think they're over that though.
Yeah,
I mean that was 96.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I just think they know they messed up by not giving to him last year, and then he passed away, and then now they're not going to be like the year after he died, give it to him because it looks shady. So they're going to wait a year or two, and he'll be in. He will 100% be in the Hall of Fame.
I think he deserves to.
Well, with who's in right now, who's going to be the female?
Isn't it Tori Wilson?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Name one match Tori Wilson ever did that you remember.
Besides the bra and panties match?
Yeah, that was it. That's all I got.
Her dad died when Don Marie was banging him.
Yeah.
Is Luna Vachon in the Hall of Fame?
I think she is, but I'm not sure. I'm going through
She
now.
got in after the fact.
Sensational Sherry's in.
Yeah, she's in, and she deserves it.
Miss Elizabeth 100%. Is in.
I can't find a regular list on Wikipedia. I'm pretty sure LOD is not in. I'm going through. Yes, Sherry went in the same year as Bret Hart, so that was 2006.
Yes.
Should the Hart Foundation go in as they planned?
Yes.
I'm okay with it. It's not who I would pick, but I guess with
Jimmy Hart, thing. Jimmy Anvil, Neidhart, and Bret Hart.
Because the only one that's not in is Neidhart, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Jimmy Anvil Neidhart should be he'd be a singles Hall of Famer. No. But as a member of the Hart Foundation, yes.
No, I'm sorry, but if you're going to induct the Hart Foundation, you should do it right like DX's. It should be every member.
Well,
because it wasn't just 3 guys or 2 guys.
It really was though.
So you're saying Owen doesn't belong?
He wasn't part of the Hart Foundation.
It looks like in 2000.
When the Hart Foundation was at its peak, Owen Hart was wearing checkered pants.
Where we at? Hall of Fame. 2000. Let me go here. I'm there now.
The peak of the Hart Foundation.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, 2011. LD went
the peak of the Hart Foundation.
With Drew Carey.
Owen Hart was with Coco Beware.
Also, like Owen Hart's best stuff is against Bret.
Yeah.
Put Coco Beware in, but that was just because like we got
as a singles competitor, and I know the whole family situation. Owen Hart is
he should go in
guaranteed 100%. Hall of Famer
once the wife dies, because that's
I would just do it without her consent. I don't care.
I mean, what's she gonna do? You already paying.
Don't honor him.
Yeah, don't honor him. That's so dumb.
Yeah, stilly, and it's a shame that his kids can't.
So it's Tori, Harlem Heat,
DX. Harlem Heat, DX,
which I'm like,
DX, no.
Well, I
mean,
I'm a fan of DX.
How is Hunter going to put himself in DX before he actually gets himself in?
Well, because he's still wrestling. That's why.
Yeah, I think DX.
Is there one more? Is there one more?
Here's a cool thing about DX. They proposed the idea for DX to go in. Sean, I don't know if Tripp did, but Sean, Billy Gunn, who's now an AEW guy, Road Dogg, and X-Pac all said, if Chyna's not in, we're not accepting it.
That's good. Yeah, she should go in.
Yeah, she should.
Yeah.
Chyna should be a solo star.
She should, I think so too, yeah.
Definitely.
First woman Intercontinental Champion.
She should.
There you go.
Better than Tori Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tori Wilson's in. Chyna should be in.
Yeah.
Molly Holly should be in if fucking Tori Wilson's in.
Molly Holly was at least the women's champion a few times. And they were saying Honky Tonk Man might go.
Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, he's already in.
Is he announced?
Yeah, he's already. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. Honky Tonk Man, Tori Wilson,
he's related to
Harlem Heat.
That's Jerry Lawler's his cousin. Yeah.
And they'll probably have to add
a
celebrity and maybe one other person.
So Harlem Heat really are brothers.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I always thought that was like just a thing.
They're real brothers.
They're a big thing back in WCW at least.
Yeah. How about when they first came? Their names were Kane and Cole.
So we have someone said the NWO should be in.
They probably will.
Yeah,
but it should already be
now.
It should already be Hall, Nash, and Hogan.
So who that's my question.
Yeah,
Who
maybe
who
6,
would
and
you
that's it.
who
Cut it
would
off
you
after
who would
6.
you induct as NWO members?
Hogan,
Because you would have to
Nash
induct the entire WCW
Hall.
roster.
Yeah, Hogan Nash Hall.
Half of
That's
it.
Hogan, Nash, Hall.
That's it. Maybe
That's
6.
Maybe 6. No Big
Now,
Show.
at the
Nope.
same time, does the Outsiders deserve to be inducted?
Yes.
I can see them. Yeah.
Yes. The Outsiders should be their own thing.
The honky tonk
I
man's
don't know.
real name is Wayne Ferris.
Yeah.
And Shane Mack, we're the tornado tag right now. I don't understand your comment.
What?
We are the tornado tag right now. That was the comment.
Who said that?
Shane Mack. So
Shane O'Mac?
Shane O'Mack's here. He might have already
He's a little
left.
upset because I didn't like the
Mac.
feud.
Yeah.
The Mac.
So to segue from Hall of Fame to the next night, WrestleMania, does anyone have any early bold predictions for Mania?
You know what? I don't. I don't see
I
anything.
think this one's pretty much written in the script, and it's going
I
to
think-
play out
I
exactly
think if you're
how
going
we
to
thought it was.
the bold returns are going to happen on Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they should.
But
Yeah.
do they ever actually like stick to what people think is going to happen?
Yeah, 'cause-
Like, are we really going to get that many happy endings with Becky winning the title, Kofi winning the title?
Yeah.
I don't think you have a choice at this point.
You're probably only gonna get.
You want to
one.
give they're right
maybe.
now they're scraping that they want to give the fans what they want.
So they should. All 3 should win the belt.
Yeah. But I think they're pushing more for superstar
As
shake.
a scumbag, I wish they don't because I think it's
Oh, God.
funny. But yeah. So real quick, we don't have Roman. There's no match for Roman at Mania.
I think
Nope.
Drew probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Really, you give him Drew?
You know what else are we gonna
Do you
do?
give-
Better than Baron Corbin?
Do you give him and Dean a tag team match?
No.
Well, maybe it depends if what Dean's doing. You know.
I mean, if that's them writing Dean off TV right there
Yeah.
after Monday
If he
night,
was
I mean,
already
that's
written
it.
off, then no. But if not, then yes. I guess.
I definitely like to see Drew McIntyre.
Does Roman
Yeah,
get a
go.
crack at the IC title?
I would say no.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Too green. Too green.
Do you think anything interesting happens with Alexa Bliss as host?
Nope.
No.
I think she's like, hi, I'm Alexa Bliss. Welcome to WrestleMania.
Does Alexa Bliss get a shot at Asuka?
No. Apparently,
See-
there's something wrong with her or something that she's not
That would be
wrestling.
She has a
cool.
neck injury.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
Alexa.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's like a neck and back, and it's
Mhm.
been lingering. But I
Does
think
Lacey Evans get a shot at
Yeah,
Asuka?
that could happen.
that could happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
And then she
pretty
beats
wild.
her because Vince likes her.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the catwalk,
Well,
she literally
you gotta
walks
remember-
all the way down.
You
to
got to
the ring.
remember,
So that's good job, Ben. So Lacey Evans, Asuka's out there with no opponent. And they're doing a little Becky Lynch.
Music.
I'm sorry, they're doing a little Alexa Bliss
Skit, yeah.
skit in the ring, and then Lacey Evans music hits, and everyone's like, and then she turns to walk away, and stops, and then walks into the ring.
I'd be all
that's
right.
if
then.
she's in ring
I would
gear.
be alright. with
I don't
that,
want to
too.
win the title.
she
But
does.
then
Might I just point
She
out, though,
wins it.
we were all at SmackDown 2 Tuesdays ago.
Except-
I have never seen a more look of disappointment on anyone's face more than Ben's when he went to the bathroom and Lacey Evans came out.
Well, here's the thing: where we were sitting, I didn't see any of the ramp at all. I couldn't see
Oh,
anyone come
really?
down the ramp.
No,
Nope.
that's all.
Yeah,
like
'cause
when I
they're-
told Ben when he came back from the bathroom that he missed Lacey Evans, like it was almost like that child who lost his favorite toy. I felt the tear coming on.
Real quick, here I want to talk something real quick. I don't know why this just reminded me. I think because you pulled Ben in. Did anyone see Scarlett Bordeaux's Instagram?
Oh my
post?
God! Stop it!
I seen her workout
Stop
before.
Did you see her?
Oh, stop it!
Calm down, Ben. Did you see the post with her and her boyfriend at the
Oh,
beach?
my
No,
And he's
no.
kind of holding her, but by her butt cheek.
Nice. I like her gimmick.
That man has pretty big hands, and he wasn't gripping all of it.
Whoa.
Wowzer! That's all.
You follow
Instagram.
her on Instagram?
I do now.
I like.
I do too.
I'll have to
I do
start.
too.
It
I'll
was-
have to start.
I seen the picture.
Wow.
I was like, good God, that man has everything. But
She got a great gimmick.
I didn't know they put
She's
Jimmy
got a-
Jacobs on her now as her little.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's got
I
a
didn't
great-
know
Jimmy's her little valet, if you
she's
will.
got
That's
a great.
cool.
She's got something
Yeah, I
great,
like
but I don't
that.
know if it's her
Yeah.
gimmick.
Yeah, more of her.
How is she in the ring?
Wow.
Male bitch.
Oh,
But,
okay. I haven't seen her wrestle. Is she any good?
Wow.
well, I mean,
I think she tried.
she
Well,
beat
Did she take it
Christina
down?
Marie, I think.
Yeah.
But
She took it down.
What?
her
The picture. Oh no, there it is. There it is.
It might be on Impact.
Look at. I'm sorry, Austin. I unplugged you. Yo, he still has more to grab.
Wow. Who's her boyfriend?
Who cares?
Who cares? He's a lucky man. Put it that way.
Oh no, because He's a big dude. Like, who the hell is he dating?
There's a lot of shit to say.
I think he's part of Impact as well.
All right, you're Austin. You're back, Austin.
Something Cross.
But I mean, he's
Killer Cross.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't care who he is. But he's grabbing a bunch there. Jesus Christmas.
Is she really dating Killer Cross? I mean, that's.
It looks like.
Who cares? I didn't even know that guy was there until I saw his hand.
Yeah, she's dating Killer Cross.
I don't know him. So I don't get into them. And for some reason, ever since the Ace and Eights thing, I just hate Impact. And they usually push people I can't stand. EC3. Bobby
Well, I'm a
Lashley.
fan of Scarlett. Signer.
Yeah.
Signer. Mae Young Classic. Who's that?
Oh, my buddy Brad.
Tell him to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell them to follow Scarlett Bordeaux on Instagram.
Yeah. So we'll go back to Mania quick. What do we got here? So we don't have a match for Roman.
Oh my.
We don't have a match for IC title.
Or US or the tag titles.
US.
Kevin Cross, Killer Cross, and he was the White Rabbit in Lucha Underground.
Oh no, I didn't watch it.
There's a lot of matches we don't have answers for yet.
I think some people are just thinking to make the show stupid Andre Battle Royal, which is pointless. That's
Who wins it this year?
That's the biggest question of all for WrestleMania. I think that's
Roman.
That's the selling point. Who's it going to be?
Maybe
Zack Ryder.
Zack
Ryder wins the.
I don't think
we don't know what
Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, maybe.
Kurt Hawkins.
Ooh.
We don't know what to do with you. We don't really have any plans.
Zack Ryder.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kurt Hawkins. Who wins? All right, let's get our picks
It comes
now.
down to Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Oh,
What
God.
happens?
Oh God.
Who wins the battle? Now I'm
Nobody
I'm
wins.
super excited for the battle royal this year. Who wins the battle royal?
Well, usually there's about 2 or 3 NXT guys in it, just because.
Oh yeah, they throw.
Does Otis win it?
Maybe that's a good pick.
I wouldn't mind seeing Otis Dozovich win it. And like I said, mad props to those guys. They hang around after the event and they clean up with the ring crew.
They help break the ring down after the show's over.
Yeah, how about that?
I'll be honest with you. When we were the very first dark match of SmackDown was Heavy Machinery, and the crowd loved
They're
them.
a fun team.
They loved them. It was one of the loudest moments of the night.
Wow.
Dozy did his worm into the elbow,
Yeah.
and like they were just getting so over, even against like Sanity. And that's another guy I feel bad for right now is Killian Dane.
I feel bad for all of Sanity. He's even throwing Nikki Cross in there.
Yeah.
I feel bad for all of them.
I mean,
Hopefully-
EY came over expecting big things. They were great in NXT.
Well, let's hold out. So here's the thing. I was talking to Jeff about it, Austin's dad. A lot of these storylines they can't do yet because they're trying to change everything, but they already had stories in place to get to WrestleMania.
Once WrestleMania is over, it's a clean slate.
So once WrestleMania is over, maybe the Sanities will get the push.
But
Maybe
there's people that
not a push.
they haven't been on TV.
Not every.
That's just-
I want to tell wrestling fans, not everyone needs a title to be successful.
No, but you need to be on
Kofi
TV once in
Kingston.
a while.
Exactly. Does Bray Wyatt come back?
No, probably after. The day
After.
If he comes back and wins Andre Battle Royal, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Does
If
he
he comes
come
back on Raw and attacks somebody, then
Does he come back as Bray?
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
to.
There's no way you're
that's
getting
a
out of that.
The
game
time
right
to
now.
repackage him was when Matt Hardy threw him into the lake of deletion.
Yeah.
Or the lake of reincarnation. That's when he could have came back on something else.
He could have came back as Husky Harris.
Yeah.
Is
or
Matt
anything.
Hardy woken now?
No,
is,
he's regular Matt Hardy.
he's unawoken, so he's
Yeah.
back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He-
sleeping
He's
He
no
has said
longer
that-
he's no longer broken.
No.
Hang on.
He has harnessed all of his entities.
Oh.
So like version 1,
I-
original map.
So he put a post out being version 1 again.
When he goes
Yeah,
to
exactly.
when they leave in a year and go to AEW, then it'll be broken again.
Do you think he will?
Yeah.
That gimmick got over so much better than the independent
They
scene. than it did.
ruined it. They wouldn't let him do it. And they wouldn't let him add all the characters.
Well, they didn't have the rights to all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
but then they did, and then they just didn't. They just dropped the ball with him.
Yeah.
Well,
And
by then it
WWE's
kind of
gonna
lost.
hold on to that for as long as possible.
But then no, they hold on to Woken. They don't own Broken.
That's
Matt
true.
does. Matt owns that. And he owns Vanguard 1 and his son and everything. Scar,
Brother
Scar,
Nero.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. The funny thing is they can't even call him Nero. Wait, what's his because that's actually
Jeffrey Nero Hardy.
yeah, that's his actual middle name, and he couldn't
No,
legally
Yeah,
use
he
it.
could, but now he can.
Brother Nero.
Or like Willow. What if like
Oh yeah, Willow.
Willow, I've seen
Itch
Willow
Weed?
twice, and Willow is a very unique side of Jeff Hardy.
I don't like it.
It looks
at
like
all.
Jeff Hardy with face paint.
No, it's Jeff Hardy with a mask and face paint.
Yeah, but
And he acts weird.
I'm sorry.
you see,
Does
the
he have,
Willow
like, the
character
umbrella
does stuff you would
Yeah,
never honestly
yeah,
see Jeff Hardy
yeah.
do.
Like what?
it just goes balls out.
I thought he did the exact same stuff.
That's how I see it too.
Like Willow just crosses that line in the match to where like Jeff Hardy, the face, the good guy, he respects the rules. He does what he does. Willow just doesn't give a damn. Willow will like kick you in the nuts and say, "Have a nice day."
So he's back.
The only problem
when he's smoking in TNA, come out, he's back at Jeff Hardy.
The only problem with Jeff Hardy, he's super talented. He's super good. He sucks on the mic.
He can't talk at all.
And
Matt couldn't either until it became broken.
Oh, when Joe ruined him on that one SmackDown.
Oh yeah, a couple weeks ago.
He said like,
here's a WrestleMania match we didn't talk about. I'm sorry, go ahead, Austin.
The rehab.
He said like, shut your mouth and let everyone share like it's an AA meeting. I was like, God.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was good. So here's a WrestleMania match that no one's talking about, and I think it could be a show stealer. Randy Orton versus AJ Styles.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty good. I like the promo on SmackDown when he was referring to
he said to him, "You don't think you deserve to be in the heavyweight championship title picture? Boy, no wonder why it took you 15 years to get here." That was awesome.
I thought
that was
the
a hot
whole promo was
on
good.
Both sides.
Yeah, they both made some good points.
No,
I'm sold on. After that SmackDown where he had fun with us as a crowd, brownie points to Randy Orton. I am more of a Randy Orton fan than ever.
When he wants to be good, he's good.
Yeah.
Right? When he wants to be.
My thing is though, and everybody knows AJ has not resigned yet, and that's still up.
That's why they're not really going full force with AJ.
Do they put Randy Orton over AJ, or do they they give AJ the benefit of the doubt just
Randy
to try and get
Orton
him?
Didn't resign yet either.
No, yeah, they both have about a year.
They're both rumored.
They're both
AEW.
Yeah.
Well, I think Randy will stay, but why not use the card and say, "Hey, they're offering me this much," and then WWE gives
do
you
it. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash to be like,
Randy Orton, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles could be the next outsiders.
I don't think they'll go together. I mean, they might go together, but not as a tag team.
But they could play the same
because AJ's with
because they're both sitting there at the same contract time.
Yeah, but
they can play the system so well.
AJ's with his boys, so I mean, they bring him in separately.
Yeah, but AJ was part of Bullet Club, not the Elite.
Yeah, but he was with the Young Bucks too.
He was still with the Bucks. Yeah.
Here's an interesting thing: if the so Gallows and Anderson are gone.
Yeah, they're 100% as soon as
100% gone.
Yeah.
AJ leaves.
Yeah, you bring them in
so
together.
Now you have Elite, and then you can bring a Bullet Club in versus the Elite.
I guess it would just be
that was like the last.
Would they be Bullet Club OGs again?
Yeah, before Styles left, it was Styles, the Good Brothers, the Jacksons, Omega, and Yujiro.
Real quick, Alexis, why wouldn't you be able to watch WrestleMania this year? She said, "I won't be able to watch WrestleMania this year." If you listen, message me privately. I will give you my login. You will watch WrestleMania this year. I'll give you my login to my account. I won't be using it. I'll be at the Blackman's house this year.
Yeah, but they were all
Austin, are you coming home?
I should probably try. Like,
what are you doing for Mania?
Right now,
we should go to my friend's house.
Come over.
Yeah. Can you come over for one show?
Yeah, I can.
Mania.
Bring your friend.
Well,
Jeff will
the thing
be
is,
so happy.
I would need a ride home.
I got you.
From Philly.
I got you.
We will come pick you up from Philly, but we will charge you for an Uber.
I can't get you. I can't get you here, but I can get you home.
See, that's my problem. Like, my way home is my sister.
Now, you see,
I got you home. I can get you home. I can't get you here because I work Friday and Saturday, but I'm off Sunday, Monday. So if you come, you might miss your 8 a.m., but I can get you back to Philly Sunday night or Monday morning.
I can get you Sunday night, sometime Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon.
Well, there you go. You have a way home and a way there.
Oh, all right.
You just got to make our subs.
And he's already locking in. And he's already locking in to come with us for Mania.
Oh, well, it looks like I have to come home then.
I mean, he's not locking in, but I'm telling him he's locked in.
You just got to make our subs, Austin.
All right.
Jeff will be so happy if you show up at Mania at his house. So will Romy. Romy's amazing.
Who's Romy?
Romy's the dog.
I was gonna say, is Romy a person or an animal?
Avoid the cats.
Romy Reigns.
Avoid the cats.
Touch the cat. Don't touch the cats. Don't touch
Romy from Romy and Michelle.
No,
don't touch
things
the cats.
that weren't cool in high school.
Was she Mira Savino or was she the other one?
The dog is amazing.
No, I'm on to Romy Michelle's high school reunion now.
Really?
Because what's her name was super hot.
Yeah. So Romy,
not Phoebe from Friends, the other one.
Yeah. So Romy the dog is phenomenal. She's great. She's my favorite dog. One of my favorite dogs in the world, and I don't even own her.
Just watch your food because she will try and like sit up on your lap while you're eating.
Yes, and then the cats are your friend if they allow you to be their friend.
Oh, okay.
So like the cats,
that's how most cats are.
It took me like 4 or 5 reviews for the cat to lay next to me.
Really?
Now, so like halfway through the night, the cat will lay next to me and be my best friend. But then he was fucking with it, and then the cat bit him.
No, well
The
that's what
cat
you get.
scratched me, didn't bite me.
Well, that's what you get. Shouldn't fuck with them.
Yeah.
That's how cats are. I have a cat. I don't know how cats are.
Is that the last one?
Listen, Alex, it's if you need the network, I will give you my account for the night. All right. Anyway, so we covered Mania. I mean, does anyone else have any things coming into Mania they want to talk about? You just pulled a cat out. And you're happy. You scumbag for that.
I don't know what's going on.
He goes into the fridge, gets his own beer, and then tries to steal some of yours.
Yeah, you dirtball.
Yeah. I just hope WrestleMania
Drink your sours and like it.
Here's the thing. He just pulled a Heidi. Heidi will go out and buy ice cream, right? So she'll buy like Rocky Road or something I like, and then she'll buy like mint chocolate chip, what I hate. And then she'll help me eat my Rocky Road, and then know she has the mint chocolate chip all to herself for the next 3 weeks.
Oh, you see, that's why you just got to go buy your own.
Then I have to drive to the store.
You live 2 seconds from the grocery store.
Listen. I do this on I work 40 hours a week and I do a podcast. I don't have time for grocery stores.
Are people going to be happy with Mania if they get all of the good results but have awful matches?
No. Here's the problem.
Yeah. As long as Becky and Kofi win the belt,
I still think people will bitch because the wrestling fans will bitch because it's WWE.
Well, there's always fans that complain about something.
They're fickle.
Fickle.
But if Becky and Kofi win, for the most part, the majority will be happy.
All right, so you have Adam Cole, Gargano, NXT
that weekend. Fantastic. That's probably the match of the weekend.
Yeah, and is Velveteen Dream the North American Championship?
Yeah, him versus Matt Riddle. I take over.
That's a 5-way match.
Oh my
God!
No, it's a 5-way match to determine the winner.
That gets the title.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be Matt Riddle.
Yeah,
no, but
it'll be Matt Riddle and the Dream.
No, at NXT, one of the shows coming up, it's a 5-way match. Yeah, that Adam Cole wins to get the title shot at that.
For the 2 out of 3 falls match.
So you're looking at Adam Cole, Gargano. You're looking at Dream versus Riddle. You're looking at War Raiders versus Ricochet, Black.
Yeah,
I'm going to see Dominic Dijakovic and Keith Lee again.
You know, I don't care for him. I watched his match.
And then you're looking at.
I like Keith Lee. I don't like Dijak.
You're looking at a 4-way match between the women for the title.
Yep,
that should be really good.
That's a solid card.
Dominic Dijakovic and Keith Lee.
Donovan Dijak. Let's get nameless here. Donovan Dijak.
That match is going to be match of the weekend.
Do you think so? Wow.
Yeah.
The way they went to their count out was very bold, especially for a weekly NXT episode. Right. So you give them the spotlight of New York and say, go put on
They're going to open the show.
Yeah, you go put on a 45-minute match and say, go steal the goddamn show. They're going to do it.
You know what I want from NXT? I want Budenhagen back.
Yes.
I want Budenhagen. Where's he been?
Butte Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Adam Cole versus.
So we talked Mania weekend. We talked New Japan weekend. What else we got going on? Don't even bring up the stupid robot stuff because I know you looked at me and I feel you think.
I was even gonna say
let's dive into WrestleMania weekend here. We got Joey Janela's Spring Break.
There's just like 32 shows.
The Kaiju wrestling.
There's the show that we were talking about going to was.
I'm not going to any shows.
It was the Great Muta, Tajiri, and Pentagon against Low Key and LAX.
Oh yeah.
House of Glory.
Do the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega
make an appearance anywhere?
And
Cody
make an appearance at any show this week?
They said no, but you never know. Joey Janela signed to AW, so
they might show up at Spring Break and just make an appearance.
They might show up at one of the real small ones.
They might show up at House of Glory and tick off Pentagon.
Oh yeah, because he's there. Yeah, maybe
they're supposed to wrestle Pentagon at Double or Nothing.
Here's the thing: with any one of those promotions besides WWE, I feel that Cody and the Bucks and Omega can do whatever they want. If they said we're AEW, but can we come to your show?
Who would say no?
Who besides WWE? Who's going to say no?
Who's going to say any independent show? If Kenny walks in and says, "Can I come on the show?" They're like, "Absolutely."
And it's
like, I don't even want to wrestle. I just want to be on the show.
I put this out there a long time ago, and if people thought I was crazy, I said the way the wrestling business is going to go very soon. I didn't say WWE, but I said very soon. I think you're going to see a lot more businesses playing nice with each other.
Why not? There's no reason not to. It really isn't.
It's like the indie scene. I mean, obviously, you're going to have some promotions who say, "Oh, you wrestle with this company and this one. F you, you're no longer on ours," which is very far in between. But I did see a post the other day of a local guy saying that just happened to him.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It just seems like to me that they're going to do like a whole like recruiting.
But
thing,
realistically,
like real sports, like football,
realistically,
baseball,
you have a guy like, I'm just going to put Andy as an example. Andy's a good dude. He works his ass off. He's a very humble, he's a very respectable guy.
I'm not that bad in the ring.
And he's good in the ring. If you put him in a show in Hamburg, you put him in a show in Hazleton, or you put him in a show in Wilkes-Barre, he has a following he will bring.
That's right.
That's not bad for business. It's not.
Oh.
And you know what I mean? Like, so when it comes to a bigger level, if you say, okay, I have the opportunity to buy a New Japan card this weekend, because Kenny Omega may show up. If you put that bug in the ear, you're gonna get more love.
He might be. There's so many shows that,
and that's a good thing. So, like, even like our podcast, like a local thing, like, hey, if the interviews with everyday people show up and we put a good show on, they may plug us. Like that. Like it's just people helping each other is a good thing.
Chancellor, we're gonna plug you regardless.
We're gonna plug you. I love all local stuff. If you're local and you're an indie wrestler or anything, tell me. I will plug the dog shit out of you.
My God.
You know what I'm a little disappointed in right now looking at the chat? I don't see Awful Margaret anywhere.
No, they might be busy.
Awful Margaret.
Awful.
They might be playing a show. So. Thursday night. Nah,
Thursday night. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
But maybe they're
next
rehearsing.
Saturday, though, they were playing at the Roundhouse. So
they're bad. Maybe they're getting laid.
They're awesome. Next Saturday, we all have to go to the Roundhouse to support them.
I thought the Roundhouse.
All right. Well,
it's open.
I'll probably be available.
You can walk to that one.
I'll be pretty much
crawl to it if I had to.
Do you work? Do you have a show next Saturday?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We should all go to the Roundhouse.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I want to give another shout out.
It's too far.
Here's another shout. Can't say why I'm shouting you out, but I want to shout him out because there's something really, really, really cool coming to this show. Oh my God, I can't talk about it.
Please show up.
Just
show at the Roundhouse.
No,
show up and be
Nikolai is working on something tonight. That's the reason why he didn't come to help out. I put it in the chat.
What a wrestling name Nikolai has. I just realized it the other day. Nikolai Cabana.
Yeah,
Cabana and Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah. So Nikolai's working on something as we speak for the podcast.
Which one is it? So I can read it. I'm not going to read it out loud.
It's that one picture, but it's not done yet.
It's a picture, but it's not done yet.
Yeah.
In the art. Okay.
So he's working on it tonight. Hopefully it gets done. We have a few weeks to get it done. There's your hint, people. So here's the thing. Something is coming to the show relatively soon.
Glacier.
Glacier is the Shockmaster is coming to our show.
Now you're just degrading us.
No, it's not the Shockmaster. No. But there's something coming, and it will be in the form of merch. This is the only form of merch where even if you're part of the show, you're going to have to pay an extra $5 because if a shirt is $20, it's going to be $25. We have our own little deal. It's going to be extra. Every shirt, the extra $5 is going to go to Nikolai for his work on this project. It's going to be a shirt that you're going to want. I promise. If you're a fan of us and you're a fan of the show, you're going to want this shirt. I promise you, you're going to want this shirt. It's an homage to something.
It's an homage to our childhoods and what we believe
and we
in.
may get sued for it.
Yeah, for shapes.
Yeah.
We're going to, but anyway.
If we use the name, then we're screwed.
Yeah. Ask Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah.
Man, bear, pig.
So it's coming. The guys who are on the team seen it. We're really excited. But we have a special edition shirt coming. Only shirt. And it's gonna be t-shirts are gonna be $25.
And the only place you can get it is right here.
This is the only place you can get it. So this is gonna be
at barbershop window.
It's gonna be amazing. But like I said, even the price that I charge for the team, I don't make any money off the team shirts. When we order stuff as a team, I don't make anything. I give you it at cost. But we're gonna put an extra $5 so Nikolai gets his cut. But it's
the people that make the shirts are pretty good.
Yeah, right? It's gonna be awesome.
Now, do they charge more if you get front and back, or
I don't know.
I would assume.
I don't know. I never asked.
Why did they put out there? Can we get some sleeveless for the summer?
or just cut the sleeves off.
I mean,
That's a little bit
Screw
cheaper.
it. Why don't we
that
just
takes
go
too long, and
tank
then when you
top?
wash it, everything runs.
There you go.
I actually
Not
got a
necessarily.
tank top.
We cut it at the
shirt,
seam.
too.
Really?
So I'm just like,
The brothers
There you
red.
go.
Oh, that's another thing I want to know. It's not an outbreak.
That's
It's
the
more. This is more of an
plum one.
outbreak.
That's the tart one from the
So
last
this is
time.
more of an
Oh, is this
outbreak
from
announcement.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I tried it.
No. This
No,
is
this is
a
the
different
plum.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the plum. What was it?
Yeah.
Plum in Japanese?
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
And he's trying to beer.
No, that is peppered. It's sweet too.
It's disgusting. It's a sour.
See, I think it tastes more like a sour candy.
Yeah.
That's better than the one yesterday.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I couldn't
You want
taste
to try the
whole thing,
mango?
though.
So I'm really
I
excited.
taste the like sour. Like remember the gum?
Yeah.
Warheads.
So I'm really excited to announce this because I'm not taking credit for it at all. But all I know is that I commented on a post on Instagram saying you need to contact these guys and get them back to Outbreak Wrestling because I'm huge fans of them. And Outbreak Wrestling announced they're coming back next pay-per-view. The Extreme Rednecks are coming back to Outbreak. I'm
At the Fieldhouse.
fired up at the Fieldhouse. I literally tagged Outbreak Wrestling. Kyle and Chuck put a thing on that, Chuck's good to go. He can wrestle again. They're doing their thing again. I said, get back to Outbreak. And they said, we're down for it. And then Outbreak looked at it and said, we'll get in contact. And now they're back. I don't want to take credit, but I'm pretty damn close. I'm pretty close. Rednecks, I already have a shirt. You don't have to give me another one. But if you want to trade, let me know.
If you want to give me
Will you tell Andy the story that you told me about what happened at the one show where you're wearing
So
the shirt?
here's a funny, awesome Extreme Redneck shirt. The Rednecks thing happened. I don't know who the guy was at Outbreak. I don't want to put him out there, but I honestly don't remember. So me and Fulton bought the Redneck shirts.
I actually think it was an AXW show.
It was Outbreak.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Outbreak. So we had them cut the sleeves off.
Mhm.
So we took a sleeve and wore it as a bandana.
Oh,
At the time, I have super long hair.
He had the Shinsuke hair.
So it looks good. I look good, right? And Steve has his spiky hair. So we're walking around in their shirts looking like a tag team, right? So someone comes and goes, yo, guys, you got to get in the back. We're like, why? He goes, they're having their wrestling meeting. And Steve was like, bro, we're going back there. We're going. And I'm like, I really want to see the show. I don't want to get kicked out before it starts. We're not going back there. He's like, you pussy, get back. They think we're wrestlers. Let's go. So Steve tried to sneak back there, and I put the kibosh to it. But it only because the Extreme Rednecks cut our sleeves off, and we were wearing it, and we looked like wrestlers.
I mean, I don't know what I would have done if I saw those two walk through the curtain and right in the meeting.
I'm sure someone would.
Could you imagine me and Steve would have like, fuck yeah! Like,
Steve would have carried on. Like,
we would have got kicked out immediately. And like 90% of the roster already kind of knew us as the hecklers from the front row. It would have never went over. And I really wanted to enjoy this show. And then that show, we literally got everybody with this, the whole show. Yeah, it was so much fun.
Was that the show Dave got to drink a beer with the Sandman?
That was a different show. That was a completely different, but because the Rednecks were not that show. But I love those guys a lot. Super cool to talk to. I was going to say another story, but I just realized I can't. But we tried to get the Extreme Rednecks to go hang out with us at a location after the wrestling show, and they didn't want to.
The location to be determined.
They might have a far drive, so you can't
disclose.
Oh no, where we wanted them to go is only like 5 minutes.
No, I mean they might have a far drive to go home.
They go to Jersey.
Well, that's from Hamburg.
Yeah, we tried.
That's a good 2 hours.
We tried.
I mean, we gave them a place to stay. They could have crashed with us, but we asked them if they wanted to go to a 5-minute location away and
a bar.
Yeah, a very subtle bar.
Yeah, very subtle. A nice little hole in the wall. We'll say.
An eloquent bar. Right?
Yeah, eloquent bar. But anyway, so that's pretty much all I really got to cover. Anyone got anything?
Not really. There's not much big news.
No.
Leading up into WrestleMania, all the stories are pretty much out there.
You know?
Yeah.
Ronda meme's fantastic. So
yes. So here's the thing. So we have the Ronda, and I want everyone to share it and get it out there. So we have a Ronda meme. I just want you to put the funniest Ronda quotes out there. Whoever has the funniest one that gets the most likes, I will pay for it. You get a free T-shirt, free Tornado Tag T-shirt.
So, and some people don't quite get the Ronda meme.
Let's make this a little more interesting.
Oh,
whoever does the best Ronda meme gets in on the surprise. We'll get them the surprise.
I don't know if he wants to give that out to people.
No, that one's exclusive.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It has to be her telling something that's blatantly obvious.
Yeah,
Like some people that are real marky or like doing storyline stuff. No.
It's so the funniest one I seen was actually one Andy posted, and it said Shane didn't really buy WCW. It was all storyline.
Yeah, like no shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like the Undertaker's not really dead.
Yeah, the Undertaker's not really dead. Undertaker and Kane aren't really brothers.
Yeah.
Like, so it has to be something that's so obvious that's not like stupid. Like
Stephanie McMahon didn't own ECW.
Yeah.
Like Stephanie McMahon always didn't have double D tits. Like whoever has the funniest meme wins a free T-shirt on me, and I'll get it to you. I promise.
The Magic Killer never killed anyone. Like something like that.
Chris Benoit. Oh wait, never mind.
No.
Chris Benoit never mind. But yeah,
there's certain places we don't go.
I'll go there, just not on camera. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Tornado Tag Podcast.
The camera.
Come hang out with us this Saturday. Ben, you have anything to plug?
Maybe the show Banging and Beers. No, yes, maybe. I don't care. Whatever. I don't know.
I guess you just did.
So
we've been banging beers all night. You waited this long to plug it?
What a promo.
No, but
go see PPW Saturday in Hazleton at the Holy Family Academy. Tickets start $15.
Yep.
Show starts at 7 p.m.
So you got anything?
Pretty much to be determined for Banging Beers. Vote. Do you like Saturdays or Sundays better?
Well, I mean, that just happens whenever we have available.
I know, but that was cool. I actually like the Saturday.
I like Saturday nights too, but I like to go see live music, local live music. So yes,
I know.
So Sundays are probably going to be the majority.
Told you guys should have did the early morning edition.
Actually, here's an announcement. I don't know when exactly the episode's going to be, but we're going to do an episode, and it's going to be Banging Beers Drinks with Bad Maggie. It's happening. I'm telling you, stomp it in your calendar. I don't know how we're going to fit everybody at the table, but we're going to have.
Are they from around here?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
They all went to Pottsville.
Yep. So some of them are Tamaqua. But
Tamaqua.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Banging Beers with Bad Maggie. That's gonna happen.
They at least have to show up and play 2 acoustic songs.
Yeah. So the cool thing with Banging Beers is it's slowly turning into the second interview show. So it's not as serious. It's not as
it's very laid back and lenient.
We're gonna have some beers. We're gonna have some fun, but you're gonna get some questions asked to you.
Is that where the box comes from?
No, the box is something completely different. But anyone who wants to add to the box, comment on this video or send me a direct message, and I will put your question in the box.
Is that Pandora's box?
It's kind of like
we broke Sammy Pandora's box. Thank you.
Oh my god,
that box is broken by Jazz, whatever her name was. Yeah, but anyway, well, that box is actually broken by the guy because now she's pregnant, right?
Andy.
I don't know.
I
don't know anything about it.
Never mind. Then don't pretend I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But I didn't see her in a while. I just thought maybe she was taking hiatus for other
Last
reasons.
time I seen her, she was still wrestling. That was about.
Maybe she's wrestling. I'm just a jerk. I apologize. But they're both really good wrestlers. But anyway, Andy, what do you got to plug besides PPW?
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Check Andy. I'm going to do a form. Check Andy out at Call in the Power Ring.
Oh yeah, that'll be out Friday.
Yep. So every time they put a new episode out, we share it at Things That Weren't Cool in High School, and we also share it here.
Yeah.
So go listen to their podcast. It's phenomenal. It's this podcast, and it's literally 2 of our shows in one. And him and his buddy Andy do an amazing job with it. Or Andrew. Andrew.
See the one.
Yeah, Andrew, Andy
one.
do an amazing job. The podcast is amazing. Check it out. Call it in the Power Ring. Dave?
I just got one, and call it an exhumation, if you will, but Faith in Exile is returning.
What's the official date for that?
April 27th is
Fun fact, that may be something that also happens on this podcast.
I discussed that with Fody today, so that will more than likely be happening.
Yes, I already
April 27th is the return of Faith in Exile.
April 27th is also the PPW Super Show.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'll interview Faith for your show, but I'm probably gonna go see wrestling that night.
Who knows who's gonna be there? I told Andy I was gonna go, but I can't. But maybe after. But
it's been a long 3.5-4 year hiatus for Faith in Exile, but they are back and they are ready to start doing what they love
music,
to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More or less, they're going with
one new member or 2.
One, Andy Hare.
Yeah.
But
love Andy.
They're going back to their roots. They're gonna bring back what they wanted to this area to be. And at that time, this area was very huge for just good, solid music.
I think it's still there, but I think you have really good, solid cover bands.
Right.
Faith in Exile came out at a time where you had Cyanide Sunrise and Crowbot. It's a big deal.
Pale Harvest as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I believe the same time.
Yeah. But they also have the Hands Resist, their secondary band, if you will, with
Are they
Ron.
from around here?
It's Andy Hare, Fody, and Ron.
Oh, okay.
Very good band. You like that heavier stuff.
And,
You'll like it.
There's Smurf and one other guy.
Okay.
Josh Mekas.
Josh Mekas.
Yes.
Oh, I know Josh.
They have an EP getting ready to be dropped as well.
They opened for Faith's Got a Driver. They were awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give it a few weeks. They have an EP getting ready to drop. Check out their EP.
There's one more band, right? Or no.
44 Mag is coming back to town. They're from the Williamsport area. They will be at the Goodfellas show, I believe.
Real quick, Alexis, thank you so much for tuning in. I know you gotta go to sleep for work, school tomorrow.
Maybe work.
Thank you again, and we'll see you Saturday.
Yay! Bye. Good night. But do we have any interesting comments in the chat, or is it all Alexis tonight?
That's us all, Alexis, and we had two random people come in. The CAWF Network chimed in, and Shane Mack chimed in, but they left.
CAWF Canadian Association Wrestling.
I got
create a wrestler. I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll thank you for thank you for the subscribers. I mean the likes and the views though.
I got one other thing.
All right, Ben's back in.
So
lean in a little bit.
I think you're out of camera.
So maybe we may have a second location to do our podcasts, and it's going to be Radical.
No.
So why is he talking like Jake the Snake?
Like Ford voice.
Will the Radicals ever make the Hall? No, I'm kidding.
No. So Ben is a proud homeowner. We took a tour last night.
Yeah, it's a nice house. It is nice. And it has a hell of a nice wall on the side.
That's what he's talking about.
Wallpaper. I don't know. You used to call wallpaper.
That's what he's talking about.
Velvet wallpaper.
We're gonna the Velveteen Dream wallpaper.
It's Radical. I love it.
It's like he has fuzzy velvet wall,
it's like the best thing in the whole house.
Like he has like a 60s wall.
It's gold and red.
It's gold and red, and it's like fuzzy, like a fucking sticker.
So it's like a bad 70s movie.
Yes, it's gonna be the backdrop of our podcast.
They put that up in the 60s, and it was probably the hot thing in the 60s.
Yeah, we're gonna do a podcast in Ben's house. As soon as you get internet, we're in.
I'm thrilled about that.
You better get good internet because we have to stream.
Don't worry.
Service Electric.
So yeah, Service Electric has a sick internet package.
Austin, trying to get that.
What do you got, brother?
Really good.
I got nothing, honestly.
Come on, plug your dad.
Nothing for the band.
I can always plug Farlow's, and I
can get a hoagie at Farlow's Hoagies.
I can always plug No Rain Checks. Go like us on Facebook and Instagram.
Awesome band.
He is the guy in the bacon, and he was sizzling, which is one of the poorest jokes.
I always bring the bacon.
Yeah. So here's the thing: you won't get a discount. Maybe you will if they're feeling gracious, but you won't get a discount. But go into Farlow Subs and mention Tornado Tag Podcast and tell him you love us, and Jeff will say he loves you. And that's probably
talk wrestling.
That's fair.
Talk wrestling,
and you'll get a full stomach.
All right, here's the thing.
I was gonna stop by for the ham sandwich. I totally forgot.
So here's the thing: if you want a little extra on your sub, talk wrestling with Jeff. All right. So when you go in there, just talk. I guarantee it'll work. He'll throw an extra slice of cheese. What you do?
I heard you were a real prick at ECW years ago.
Yeah, go in the Farlow sub. Go in the Farlow sub and say, "I heard you outwitted Paul Heyman back in the ECW days." You will almost guarantee get a discount on your sub. Anyway, go to Farlow sub. Check out No Rain Checks. Austin on the phone. We
didn't. Yeah.
We had Austin live on the show last week. He's a good guy, so now you see his face.
Late.
The only thing I have is check out the other shows. We have a lot of cool stuff coming. New merchandise coming, especially for this show. And in the comments below, we do have a PayPal account. If you want to make a donation, you like what you hear, anything helps our podcast grow. We're looking for new equipment, new things to make ourselves go on the road. We're looking at anything that can help us. We
throw a doll hair, throw 5 doll hairs, do whatever you got to do.
We do appreciate it, and thank you guys so much. If you're interested in t-shirts, come see me at the show, and we'll hook you up, and we'll get some shirts made for you. And come and join the Tornado crew at the next show near you this Saturday at PPW. Thank you guys.
Saturday, we'll be at the Roundhouse in St. Clair checking out Bad Maggie.
Yep. Following Saturday, we'll be at the Roundhouse in Pottsville. Listen to some Bad Maggie. St. Clair. Sorry. What did I say? Possible. St. Clair, same thing. We'll see you guys then. See you guys.
Well, there actually is a Roundhouse